I think this is the right one. Am I right? I am! Hello, everyone, and welcome to the third episode of The Mind's Game Spooky Edition. Ooh, ah, ooh. Tonight, I gave them not a lot of time's notice, so if some of them aren't dressed up, it's okay. It's my fault. I'm a horrible person.
We came straight from work.
They're both government stooges. That's what they're dressed up as. Aha! We have our med student dressed up as a med student. Ooh! Dee Dee, would you like to explain what you're dressed up as so I don't have to? Ooh! Yes, it looks phenomenal. So, David, would you like to describe what you are?
Funny little goofy glasses.
And sometimes a hat.
Sometimes a hat. Alright, so Dee Dee is a vampire hunter, a generic D&D character. We've got government stooges, med student, and I'm dressed up as myself. Hello, it's me, Mike Wheeler from Stranger Things.
Wheeler, you read chat?
Yeah, but they're low. Here, let me increase that for you.
Can you hear me at all? Because I just unplugged and replugged in my speakers, and I have changed no settings from last time.
That should probably help out a bit. I just shifted the audio so you guys should be able to be heard a little bit better now. I'm gonna wait to see what people say.
Yeah, if you can let everyone know if you can hear us all, that'd be great. Kelly.
I don't know if it changes at all.
Hey, Booey.
Booey. We're still trying to figure out the whole audio thing. Okay,
Yeah.
We got a lot of there good now. Cool! So, thanks for joining us tonight on this here spoopy edition of the week of Halloween of the Mind's Game. If you're watching the stream, you're definitely hearing some spooky stuff right now. That is definitely having to do with what's been happening. So, announcements-wise, socials, follow us on social. We finally hit affiliate status. We're looking to do a special stream for it coming up, but we're still trying to figure out some things. If you have the ability to, we'd appreciate it if you follow us here on Twitch. And if you are financially able, please consider subscribing to the channel. We're looking to put more content out there for subscribers only. Things that are coming up. I believe we have another spooky one-shot this week, DM'd by our wonderful Shane. That is not going to be D&D. It's going to be Monster Hearts, if I'm remembering correctly. And we will have a spooky guest list for it. So definitely follow us on socials if you want to hear more about that. Mini Paint and Chill is not this week, but it will be next week. And then obviously next week on Tuesday, we will have our fourth episode of this. Other than that, I think that's it. So enjoy and don't get too scared. So, last we left off, you all, because of me being the DM that I am, had like 20 different paths you could go down. And between the lot of you came up with the plan to kind of head down and try and fix or cure whatever ailment or blood disease or curse that has afflicted Zinnia and her family for generations, it seems. Finding out some information and some odd information on top of it, you all decided to bamf over to the capital city of Locus to pick up your balloon and head to this town known as Deloc. A town that formerly apparently was a hiding place for many of the Empire that has since not been heard from or really traveled to for quite some time. Um, Getting through a couple snowstorms as it is nearing the end of winter, you guys landed right outside the outskirts of what seemed to be a very large fog cloud, which you assume, based off of your knowledge of travel and the map of the continent, is around the approximate location where this town was laid to waste. Uh, Exiting, sleeping for the night, with not too much happening, you all made your way into the foggy streets. You're not quite sure of Deloc, and that is where we pick up. So, what would you like to do?
So how dense is the fog? Like, now that we're in it, can we fucking see anything?
You can see probably about 10 feet in front of you. It's very heavily obscured, but it's just thick. There's a very thick fog that just kind of sits around. You guys can see each other relatively well, and it kind of makes the floor and the ground unable to be seen. But yeah, other than that, Gideon had just sent forth this gem of brightness, and you can see light like permeating through and kind of being diffused by the fog cloud. But it's just like a blip. It doesn't show brightness nearly as much as you hope for.
Huh.
Can I? Sorry, I don't even have my character sheet fully up yet. Give me 2 seconds.
So good.
The ability that I have, Eyes of the Grave.
Yeah, you can do the like looking for undead.
Yeah.
Within what's the distance on it?
Hold on a second while I find it. It is within 60 feet.
Within 60 feet. Currently, where you're at is at the kind of start of the town, and you don't get anything really specific, but the general vibe of the entire area just gives off this very faint and uncomfortable undead vibe.
Cool.
Yeah, it's like releasing that energy, and then as it kind of comes and sits back at you, you feel like the back of your neck just kind of like prickle up.
All right. Well, if there's any place that undead would be, this is it, you guys.
No shit. I can't see a damn thing in here. Astra's just gonna walk She's just gonna walk towards the light a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, is there like a gated entrance or like townhouses or anything?
As you walk forward, make a perception check at disadvantage.
Love it. Well, with that nat 1, that's gonna be a 6.
Yeah, so you're trying to go through, and before you kind of get to see anything, Fenris underneath you just kind of starts to shudder, and you can tell that he's uncomfortable and just is feeling uneasy, and you just kind of focus on that before you really see anything besides fog.
Looking down, because it's like where we are we on like an actual trodden path, like a road, or is it just dirt and woods?
Looking down, you can see that there is like faint aspects of what looks to be like cobbled like roadway that have been either decimated by the natural order of things around here, or something kicked it up. You're not quite sure, but it does look like there is a path that's kind of leading into whatever this fog is.
I look back the rest of the crew. Looks like there's a path into town. I think we're on it. This place is creepy as fuck, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Alright, person who sleeps with dead people agrees it's creepy as fuck. We should, like, Zinnia, are you sure you're gonna die if we don't get this?
Yes.
Fucking fine. Asher just slowly clops Fenris forward.
Okay. Do you guys have a marching order, or
I'll be
I'm out.
closer to the front.
I'm out front, baby.
I'll be second, I guess.
okay?
I'll be behind
And then, Brian, where do you want to be?
I'll be in the middle.
Okay, cool. All right. So as you guys begin to step forward,
No, sorry. I'll bring up the rear.
okay. As you guys begin to step forward across the streets, the soft patter of foot on earth becomes a little bit harder, and you guys realize that you are now stepping on what looks to be, again, very, very worn over and unkept cobblestone roads. As the clicking of Fenris's hooves continues on, there is a faint layer of snow, just because not many things touch this area. But you guys continue forward.
As we're going forward, I turn back to the rest of the group behind me and say, not very quietly, by the way. I'm not very much trying to be quiet. So, just a quick question. Does anyone know what a dead celestial flower actually looks like?
Not at all.
Were there pictures in the?
Like, is it like I feel like it's gonna be white, right? Like a nice white lily. That's what I've got in my head.
I'm gonna guess that it glows.
Ooh, glowing. Glowing's
There was a picture within the book, and it is not a lily. There wasn't really any color to it because it was a drawn picture. It is called a dahlia for a reason, and it looks like a dahlia.
Excuse me while I Google search what a dahlia looks like.
Have they read?
Oh, that's pretty. Oh, it's so pretty.
And Gideon would know this while you guys are having this conversation. The word sanguine is specifically attributed to blood, so you would gather that it's probably a red dog. What hue or color of red, you're not quite sure. As you guys are having this conversation, it's just kind of ambly and absent-mindedly moving forward. The fog doesn't clear, but it becomes a little bit more easy to see. You can now see the gem that your mage hand is holding ahead of you. It's still slightly obscured, and past that it's very hard to see, but it kind of opens up, and you guys look around and see that there are old, decrepit buildings that look to be just completely either caved in, again, by the natural erosion or by some kind of battle that may have taken place here. Zinnia and Brian, you both notice that it looks like there are heavy piles of what looks to be ash and long past burnt stakes and pieces of wood that are kind of thrown into piles. And you can inspect them if you would like. But
Yeah, I'll do that.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna ride over to one of the collapsed houses and just look like, is there like a disturbance in the snow or the dust? Do I hear any faint moaning that a ghost would be making?
Make a perception check, Asher, and then make a investigation check, Brian.
I'll guide on the perception check because I'm
Let's
kind of looking for the same thing. So
Oh, well, there you go. Well,
19.
it's a 16 with a guidance. That's an 18.
The pain kind of hits again and kind of pulses through your body, and you're kind of focusing on that as you kind of like clench your fist tight. So 19 for Brian, and then what did you roll, Asher?
18 overall.
Okay, 18. Brian, as you're kind of looking into it, you notice that there are specifically laid out piles within this just general area, and they're differing in size. But as you look through, it looks to be that there are small, like chunks and bits of some kind of white material, like thick, and scattered throughout. It looks to have cracks in it, and as you look closer into it, you do realize that they are bones. The ash doesn't seem to be disturbed. It looks like whatever was burned, or whoever was burned here, was burned and then just left. Asters, you are looking around for any sign of anything. You notice on the ground there are these very large sets of, I wouldn't even call them prints. It just looks like a very large kind of semi-circular and ovular indent into the snow. And they kind of seem to just amble, and you can't really gather where or what way it might have been going, because they're just all over as you start to like notice them more and more. And at the same time, you hear a like pop, 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 pop. And you all kind of jump for a second as you look over. It looks to be that there's a door that's just kind of off its hinge, that's kind of slapping against a piece of a like wooden frame of the door frame.
All right, fuck that. I'm gonna use Divine Sense. Locate any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
Okay.
Also, you can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell.
The Hallow spell. This is not affected by the Hallow spell. But just off your distance of visual cover, about 45 to, I would say, 50 feet ahead of you on the road, there's a blip that kind of comes off. And it is undead.
With that, I immediately send out a whistle, just like one of those like horse whistles, like the party whistles. I can't do it. If I could, you guys know what it sounds like. And I immediately ride up to in front of everyone, and just like point ahead of me, like up there, something up there.
Yeah, what's up there?
I'll take
Something.
out.
Something dead.
Do you remember when I tinkered light onto 3 crossbow bolts?
Yes.
I still have them in the bag. I'm gonna take one out with it and fire it in that general direction.
Okay.
And
You-
I just want to see what happens.
Okay. You fire it off. Make an attack at disadvantage.
Hey, I might hit something. Both of those were nat 17s, so 26.
26.
At
You,
disadvantage, 26.
it goes how far?
It's 100 feet before it becomes disadvantaged, but it was already disadvantaged, so I mean, 100 to 400 makes no difference.
Okay. You shoot it off, and you don't hear the sound of anything impacting, but you hear the sound of something reacting to it. Not in a sense that it got hit, but that it saw. And as you guys kind of are sitting there just waiting as it's quiet, one thing catches your attention as well as Brian's. The door that was slapping earlier against the door frame scared the shit out of you, and now you kind of are sitting here and realizing it. There's no wind. I know that there's wind on the side. There's no wind. not strong enough to do that. And as you guys are just waiting to see what happens, out of the fog, there seems to be this faint blue light that's just beginning to drift forward towards you.
Hey, Wheeler,
What?
player question. Is Aster smart enough to realize that that's probably not the correct blue light?
Make a just make a general intelligence check.
You got this, bud.
What do you mean by the correct?
That's a 12.
12. There's a moment of seeming recognition before the blue kind of takes on a very weird reddish out exterior to it, and starts to form the body of some kind of entity or creature, and the visage of it does not bring to your system feelings that are evoked by the correct blue light.
Nope.
Okay, that looks.
Nope, that's not the right light. Bad light, bad light.
Do we all see this?
Yes, all of you do see it.
If it's getting any closer to me, I'm gonna try to prep Charm Monster if it gets into within 30 feet.
Okay. As it kind of moves forward and takes shape, you can see that it's looking like it's walking towards you in the snow with no footsteps being made. It comes up to about 10 feet in front of Ashton and just kind of looks at you with this like very sad, like sorrowful look on its face.
Aster goes, go, 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 go.
As you say that and react to it, it lets out this horrifying screech as the visage changes and takes the face of something much more horrifying. This just like, and you watch as all the doors that are around, as well as just some of the general buildings, just starts to shake, and everything just kind of starts to hit against it, and it just kind of freezes for a second, and then blasts open. Let me get the proper stuff ready for it. You watch as about 4 other ghostly entities come out from varying pieces of the buildings. So I need everyone to roll initiative.
Well, never mind that plan.
Ooh, 19.
A 15.
Alright, so Alright, everyone give me initiative.
19.
12.
19 for Asher. 12 for Kyron. Brian.
15.
said 15?
Yeah.
So 4?
9.
4 and 9. Alright. If you would, turn on that camera for me. Hopefully this works. Oh no, why is it not on? Is it working? Oh, it's not. There we go, it's fine. There we go! First map of the season.
There we go.
I'm turning down the zombie noises.
Oh, hey, that actually worked.
There we go. That's a little bit better. All right, so let me get up for a second so I can place the rest of things on the battlefield. So, Joshua kind of moved a little bit ahead on top of Fenris. It was about 10 feet from you. These aren't the things that I got. I don't have a lot of minis currently as well.
Hold on. How did I not notice you over in the ship?
Good question. One is over here. One kind of coming around from there. One is coming from back here.
For the crusade, where's the mark? Can we throw some more?
Yeah, go ahead and throw some markers on there.
Where are they?
They're behind you on top of their lights and candles.
Oh, yeah.
Can you give me a really bright one because the screen's really blurry and all I see are dots?
Yeah, so
Alright,
I want to
just
be the
knock
brightest
that
one.
buddy.
those are the evil guys.
I'm realizing
So
I'm really
evil.
gonna have to take these glasses off because it makes everything much darker.
All right, so at the top of the round, we have Asher.
All right. So the one right in front of me just fucking yelled at me.
Yes, and you're not 100% certain. You can kind of see off to your left and your right in your peripherals very vaguely what look to be shadows. But you're not sure if that's just your mind playing tricks on
Asher
you.
doesn't care. He's fucking scared of ghosts. As my action, I'm going to take out one of my little bottles of holy water
Okay?
and just uncork it with my mouth like a grenade pulling a pin and just fucking yeet it at this thing.
Okay. Let me make sure that I know.
It's what, like 10 feet in front of me, it looks like?
Yeah, it's not very far in front of you. You should be able to just throw it. Alright, so improvised weapon. I think. I don't know. Does he have?
You don't have proficiency with improvised weapons unless it's similar enough to a specific weapon, like a club.
Okay.
You would just
Yeah.
treat it as
So go ahead and make a ranged attack for me, adding. I'll say for technically, because you're throwing it in front of you, it'll be dex based without your proficiency.
Okay, so just dex roll then. Right?
Yeah.
Cool. That is a 19.
Yeah. 19 hits. As you take the holy water flask and throw it onto this creature, there's this like sounds like it's burning through its body or whatever is making it corporeal. Go ahead and roll 2d6 for me.
Oh, that's all it does?
Yeah, does 2d6 radiant damage.
Ah, shit. It's 8. 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Alrighty. That's your. That's technically an attack because it's a ranged weapon attack. So you can make another attack.
Aster fucking tosses it at it and sees it sizzle, and then realizes that it's still there, and freaks the fuck out. He does not make a second attack. He backs up about 5 or 10 feet, just
Okay.
backpedals Fenris, yelling the whole time.
Do you want to back up Fenris for me, Chris?
Just like 5 feet, just like a slow trot backwards, just like, oh fuck. See, Astor was under the impression that that would kill it.
Yeah. Are you gonna do anything with your bonus action, or are you just gonna chill out?
For his bonus action, Astor is going to yell.
Ah!
Yep.
All right. So at the end of your turn, Brian, you're up.
Right, I'm going to, let's see.
Currently, you can't see what Astra is backing away from. The only thing, because of the fog, the only thing that you can see are the two creatures to your left and to your right.
Alright, I did hear my buddy yelling and screaming though, so I'm going to dash forward.
Okay.
Not actually dash, but I'm
Yeah,
gonna-
no, I know what you're talking
yeah, I'm gonna run forward. I'm gonna so much crazy magic at my disposal here. I'm gonna witch bolt. Third level.
about. Okay. You move forward and you get Witch Bolt ready.
What's the range on that?
I think it's pretty
30.
decent. He needs to be within 30 feet of it to see.
Okay, I just moved in within 30.
Okay, so you can see it just on the edge of your vision. You see this just standing there menacingly, large blue spirit of some sort that looks to be armored with like a reddish glow to the eyes and just like the heart.
Alright. And of course, that's a 16.
16 misses. You watch as it moves its what it looks to be a spectral sword and just kind of bats the witch bolt out of the way, and it just kind of sizzles into the ground out of sight as you send it forward. It parries it and then looks at you, and you just see these like glowing red eyes just staring into your soul.
It's
kind
a ghost.
These aren't vampires at all.
Anything else?
Bonus action. Bonus action. I'm going to turn to our cleric and say, "You're our cleric. Do something. These look very undead," and inspire them.
Thank you.
Cool. All right. At the end of your turn, the two of the creatures. Let's see. The two creatures towards the back. One of them moves in towards Zinnia, and the other one moves in towards you. And then is going to.
Like it's a melee?
Yes, it's
Okay.
an melee with each of you. And then is going to make a attack against. The one against Juzinia is an 8. The one against you is a 12. Yeah. They go in to try and like rake their arms through you, just kind of back up, seeing it out of the corner of your eye, and just dodging out of the way. They then will kind of move backwards and through the walls into the building.
Opportunity one.
Yes, you can take an opportunity attack.
I'm not going to. I have much better than my reaction. But I don't know if you do.
I don't know what I can do with this.
Yeah, you can take a shot.
You only have some for stuff, you know, so. It's a 21.
21 definitely hits. You smack out with your quarterstaff, and it does find purchase across its body.
Use it in one hand?
And as you smack it, it kind of pushes it and lurches it forward into the actual the building that it was going against.
I did a whole one damage.
Pull 1 damage. Alright. Smack it in the butt, and you're just like, get in there! As it kind of goes off into the building and continues moving. That's the end of its turn. Now it is the big boy's turn. The one in front of you, Astra, just begins to walk forward, pulls out a what looks to be a spectral horn, and you don't hear anything. But you watch as little Max.
We're just getting going for it. And it's, I haven't even damaged a single one yet, except for one big damage.
Watches. Nice. Behind him, almost in like a military-style order, you see 5 more similarly colored creatures just kind of stand in a line and that's it. They just kind of stand there.
Fuck.
He is going to move forward towards you.
As he gets closer, I just hold up my shield and dangle my holy signal like a crucifix and just say, "Stay back, stay back, stay back."
It walks towards you and takes its the spectral longsword out and just tries to swipe it out towards you as you are sitting on Fenris. But not with a natural 1. You just kind of instinctually like fast forward with the shield, and it hits the sword and just kind of moves off of it, and it now takes like a stance against you. Shield of its own in its hand now that you can see, and the sword at its side just kind of with that horrifying visage just in your face. That is the end of its turn. Kyron, you are up.
Cool. I am not just the cleric or a cleric. I'm going to try turn undead. I want to move where all of them are within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
You get pretty close to you get this one back. The best spot is right on top of this guy. So you'll sort of have to pick a direction.
To the left. So
Camera left?
yes. Sorry, I'm watching this from my phone. It's the only way that I can see the map properly, so it's on a delay.
You're all good.
But yes, to the left, to the left.
Everything you want in the box to the left. Okay, now here's the question. Are you trying to let me just make sure that this is I have to look it up.
You speak as prayer, Each undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails its saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. I'm trying to do destroy undead, but I don't know the the CR of these guys, so
Yeah, I think at your level now you can. Your destroy undead gets better at.
next level.
No, I thought it was 10th level.
No. The next one that I go up is 11th. Is 2 or lower.
I think you're at 1 or lower currently. So what creatures are in that 30?
I am a level 11, so it's
This
2 or
guy,
lower.
That guy just barely. So everybody except this back corner and that back corner.
Okay.
It is 2 or lower because we did level up. So
it's a wisdom saving throw?
yeah.
What's the DC?
Don't remember.
Do you want me to pull it up for you?
I think it should be your spell save DC, just straight up.
Okay, well that's in a different section, so give me a second.
Yeah,
Is a 17, I think.
17?
Yeah.
Alright. So... Let me just make sure that I have this correctly.
And it is 2 or lower because we did level up to
Yep.
11.
So success on the big boy. Fail on the one to the far, the darker one on the far.
And if they fail and they're at the threshold, they are destroyed immediately. But I don't believe any of these guys will.
Yeah, fail on the closer, darker one, and then wow. Okay, so all the 5 in the back that are just holding their what look to be spectral shields in like a defensive standpoint, and just kind of slowly, seemingly starting to march forward. None of them seem turned or even remotely phased by what happened, and the big guy in front doesn't seem to be affected by it either. But the 2 that are off in that corner in the buildings, the shadowy-looking creatures, seem to kind of start to run back into the buildings that they were in and just kind of try to phase out of whatever's going on currently. They failed. They are turned, but they are not destroyed.
And that's my turn. Actually, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon. And I'm going to stick it on top of the main guy, and I'm going to attack him. It's also on the 3rd level.
Okay. It's still the 1d8.
No, it's 2d8.
It's d8 every 2 levels.
Yes, and it says 2d8 for... Oh, no, it says 2d8 for 4th level.
Yeah, I thought you casted it 3rd. My bad.
No, it said 4th.
I don't think so.
I mean,
4.
it's whatever, it doesn't matter. I clicked the thingy.
You really gotta buy this.
I can't do math today.
Yes, I was thinking that.
That's 19 points of damage. Oh wait, no, it's hold on. I didn't fucking roll to see if I hit it first. That's an 18 plus a 9.
Okay, that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your
Okay,
damage.
I already did. Hold on. I lost what number it was. Give me a second. Sorry, mildly concussed. That's 19 points of damage.
$19.
Yes.
Oh. So you watch as the spectral sight just kind of forms into the air, that shadowy energy, and slices down on top of it, and it reels from the impact as it was not paying attention to above it. And as you kind of let that shockwave of your channel divinity kind of pulse out from you, it kind of turns towards you and holds up its shield against it, almost looking like it's pushing against it physically. You watch as it turns towards you and just is starting to eye between you and Aster, trying to figure out who's the bigger threat. At the end of your turn, The creature in that was turned, they have to run away, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so they're fast and they just run. Yeah, they run off map basically.
Doing what I can, you guys.
For all intents and purposes, because it'll last for a while, and they can save at the end of their turns, right?
No, it's until hold on. I put it away. 1 minute until it takes damage.
Okay. So yeah, as they both bolt off, unless you guys are gonna run after them, they're probably basically out of this.
I would have also yelled, "Don't touch these guys." When I did
Yeah,
the
I assume you would have said
picture.
something.
Yeah.
So yeah, for all intents and purposes, they're gone. However, the stalwart other creatures are just currently standing there. And seemingly ready for whatever you are throwing at them. So that is the end of their turns. Gideon, you're up. Zinnia, you're on deck.
My gauntlet, pull out one winder and dunk on him with a big old ice storm. They centered on these back 5 guys. It's 40 feet wide, 40 feet high. So I'm not worried about anybody else. I'm just standing back here.
Okay. So just the guys in the back, or
Yep, they need to make a dex save.
cool. So all of them need to do it.
DC 15.
DC 15.
Yeah.
Fail. Success. Fail. Success. Success. So the first one and the third one both fail it. I think they're knocked prone.
No, that's Sleep Storm.
Oh, okay, so it's
This is just fucking damage.
Hey.
So the ones that fail take 10 bludgeoning damage and 14 cold, and then half as much for those successes.
okay.
So
So
5 and 7.
5 and 7, so 12.
And it's difficult terrain until the end of my next turn.
You watch as they all batten down. Some of them lift their shields in time as it seems to hit, but they seemingly are hurt and are not unaffected by it. So,
I shouldn't be able to see them because of the fog.
correct. So if you would have to move forward in order to cast it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna move on.
First time
Rogue's-
we've done
Rogue's
that
gonna
in
follow
combat.
me and bonus
Forward,
action.
so.
Bonus action.
Nothing? Okay, so you just walk forward, you pull out the wand, cast, and you watch as more heavier snow now, and thick chunks of ice come down, and you hear it pelt on to, it's like the sound of something hitting like a felt surface, as the ice chunks just land on these corporeal spirits of some kind, and smack against them. Still standing, still up, but yeah. Zinnia, you are next up, and Asher, you're on deck.
Okay,
Cool.
I have a question. What is like the environment of this? The trees, physical property. I mean, from what I can see.
From the general area around you, it's very much a what looks to be a dead city. There's not much around well, roots, vines, trees, anything like that are non-existent, and if they are, they're barren and they look like they've been dead and buried.
With that, I'm gonna wild shape.
Okay. Make a wisdom saving throw.
That's a nice one.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. You feel the pain kind of sear into you, but luckily you're too focused on what's going on right now, and you wild shape into a dire. I don't think I have. I have a ward. Yeah, ward will be fine. I have a winter ward. You pop out of existence and back into existence. They will. What do you do?
Oh, I'm gonna scoot close to everybody, kind of up to the right of them.
Okay. As a, I think it's a 4. All right. So you move forward.
You move into melee range. Like that. You spend move.
Why not?
Half of me forgot who was there.
All right. Anything else? Your action. I don't think you have anything for bonus action. All right. So top of the round. Ashley, you're up. Brian, you're on deck.
Cool. So, Kyron's right next to me on my left, it looks like. Is that Kyron? Where's Kyron?
Kyron is on your left.
Alright,
Well,
with Kyron,
That's me.
Yeah.
with Kyron right there, I say, if we hit this thing hard enough, it'll die again, right?
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah, cool. Ashtar is going to sort of do a little flippy-do with his left hand that has his holy symbol in it and catch his holy symbol that's chained around his wrist and say a little prayer and cast Divine Favor, which is a bonus action.
Okay.
And then he is going to pop the motherfucker in front of him twice.
Okay. So you kind of spin around on Fenris, take your axe, just kind of say a quick prayer to whatever deity, and pop.
Pop, pop. 2 strikes. That one's a nat 19, 30 overall.
That'll hit.
And that one's a nat 14, 25 overall.
Those will both hit.
Alright. That's 12 plus 15, so 27. And then I need 2d4. And 2, so 29 damage, 2 of which is
Radiant.
radiant.
Not bad. You slam into the side of it, and it's caught off guard because it's trying to, again, pick which one of you is more of a threat. At this point, it's still trying to figure out which one, but you slam into it twice, and it takes the hits and just grits down, kind of looking at you, quiet. You see the sorrowful face kind of come back to it before it just turns back into that horrifying visage and just...
As it does that ghostly scream again, I say, the fuck you don't. I'm gonna action surge and bop it 2 more times.
Okay.
That one's a 27.
That'll hit.
That one's a 23.
That'll hit.
Bop. Bop. 10 and 13, 23 damage plus these 2 other ones. Oh, those were good. Plus 5, so 28 damage, 5 of which is radiant.
Cool. So yeah, you slam into it again, and it looks hurt, but it's still it's still standing.
Cool. And with that, I'm going to ride forward to my left.
Okay.
No, wait. Whatever way I can get an opening, I'm going to try and ride one direction or another.
Okay. Currently, yeah, they're both kind of blocked off. Everyone's around you and this creature.
Okay, I guess I can't ride forward then. I guess I'll just stay here.
All right.
But I'm gonna look real intimidated but scared.
Okay. You're just like, you're shaking, you're hitting it, and you're like, fuck you. And then you were like, oh, but I'm sorry.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Go to sleep, yeah. All right, Brian, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna take a look at some of these guys in front of me, and I'm gonna say, alright, we're going with hit them as hard as we can. Fine. Pew pew pew, Eldritch Blast.
All right.
First one. I'm just gonna go for the one on the left, one on the, like, one to the left off center, the center one, right off center.
Okay.
Alright, first one. That is a nat 20.
Hell yeah.
Second one. That is a 21.
That'll hit.
Third one. That is also a 20. No, that's a 28.
That'll hit. All three will hit.
All right. So first one's the crit. That is. Oh, and that was a 10. So that's 24 to the first one.
Okay.
The most damage I've ever done on an Eldritch Blast. Second one is 12.
Okay.
Third one is also 12.
All right. 24. Not bad. As you let go of the Eldritch Blast, you watch as that silvery thread kind of pulls in from the fog, almost making it more dense and with much more of a heft to it. As it slams into the first one, who's paying attention to its commander at the moment, the other two, seeing that happen, kind of brace themselves, not taking as much of a hit, but the first one definitely starting to look to phase in and out as it took the hit from the ice storm earlier. And you kind of sit there. Are you doing anything with your bonus action? You're moving?
I'm staying right where I am. Actually, I'm staying right where I am. Oh, I'm a dummy. I could have cursed that guy and gotten a critical on that one. I'm gonna. Has anybody? I'm sorry. Has anybody been kind of hit too bad, or?
I don't think anyone's been hit yet.
All right, cool. I'm just gonna chill.
Okay. All right. At the end of your turn, the two creatures who walked into the building prior, or phased into the building, are going to phase out of the building and come next to you. And then another one, Astrid, who watches, comes right behind you. And they're going to take an attack against the both of you. The one against Ryan is a 18 to hit.
18. Yep.
I'm going to use my reaction, warding maneuver.
You.
It's if the target of the attack has been 5 feet of you.
Yeah. All right, I'll let you do it.
Wait, let me check. Yeah, if you were a creature within 5 feet of you, is hit by an attack.
Okay, go ahead.
So there's 1. That's a D8.
It's a D8.
Roll a D8. That's a 4. So at a 4 to your AC, Brian.
That'll do it.
What does that make your AC?
Makes my AC 20.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. All right. So it goes against you, and then the one against you, Asher. I don't even know if this can hit. Yeah, no. It just tries to swipe at you, but you kind of, in one fell movement, just kind of bash both of them out of the way. Don't know why I gave him the ability to have a PC of like 28. That's the end of its turn. However, now the rest of them.
I mean, I'm also getting a plus 2 AC.
Yeah. This one is going to turn towards you, Kyron, and take its attack against you. At the same time, this one is going
Question.
to move forward and move
For-
to your space medium. This one's going to move forward into Kyron's space. This one's going to move forward into the white wolf space.
Oh, T has a question.
Yeah, white wolf space, and one's just gonna kind of move back towards. So much movement. Yes.
For the cloak of displacement, do I have to like put up a hood or something for that?
No, it should just be
Because
glowing.
I'm wearing it. Okay, because I am wearing it. Just
Yeah.
letting you know.
It's fine. So the big guy is gonna make an attack against you at disadvantage. Misses on the first one. He's gonna try and take a second swing at you. Misses on the second one. God damn. The one of these guys is gonna take a attack against you, Gideon. Misses. I'm picking a different one. I've literally not hit on any of these. One of them is gonna go in for an attack against you, Kyron, at disadvantage. Misses because of disadvantage, and then two are going to go in against attack against you. That's a miss, and that's a 16 on your wolf. Okay, so one hits finally as it tries to swipe down against you with its spectral longsword. Your direwolf form takes 10 points of slashing damage as it seeps into you. Oh, they can. Cool, good to know. And then, as a bonus action, actually, the one in the back is going to go in for a arrow shot against you, Aster, but rolls a nat 1, just completely misses. All of them are going to take their bonus action to kind of, as one movement, just kind of swipe out with crazed trying to do something. So the one against you, Gideon, is only a 16 to hit.
Nope.
The one against Kyron at disadvantage is probably not going to hit. It's by the time I roll the nat 1. The one against the big guy is going to go against the attack against you. With disadvantage, it is a 20 to hit overall.
Wait, who's the big guy?
The one in front of you.
Is he trying to hit me?
No, he's trying to hit Ashton. Or sorry, he's trying to hit Kyron.
Okay, he has disadvantage.
Why?
Because he is marked, because I hit him last turn.
Did you mark him?
Unwavering mark, it happens whenever you hit someone with a melee. Whenever you hit a melee attack, you can mark a creature.
Well, he already had disadvantage
Oh, okay.
because she was, or they were displaced. So it still hits because I can't roll a triple disadvantage.
Cool.
Yeah, the other one was a natural 20.
Yeah, so it was a 13 and a 20. So the one against you finally seems to get through and actually hit something against you. And you take... Swipes out with 1. You take 9 points of slashing damage and 10 points of necrotic damage, which is reduced down to 5 because you're resistant. And then the 2 against you, that'll hit. What's your AC as a wolf? 14? That will also just hit. So you take 2 more hits. As a dire wolf, that's another 18 points of slashing damage. However, that is the end of their go, and it is now your turn, Kyron, as you are phased back into existence.
Cool. I'm going to cast a holy weapon on my axe and the big guy is still in front of me, so I'm gonna fucking hit him.
Okay. That's a bonus action to cast. Thing.
Hold on, I just had it up. Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Okay, bonus action to cast, and you watch as that shadowy, but still with some light and energy, cascades around and across this chilled axe that you have, and you go in for a strike against this creature.
I'm gonna. Does 18 hit or do I need to use my inspiration? 'Cause I need to use my inspiration.
18 just hits.
Oh, awesome. Cool. So that is 3d8. Wait, 4d8. This is cold damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Look at me actually remembering. Okay, hold on. Wait, no. Oh, fuck. Damn it. Hold on. Sorry. I counted an extra d because it was there. 24 points of damage.
Not bad. He's looking hurt. I mean, he hasn't really done much, but he's looking hurt.
Cool. I can't use my spiritual weapon because I cast it, right?
Correct. You'd have to use your bonus action to use a spiritual weapon.
Okay, cool. My cloak should also pop up again.
I have to look at the.
I think it's on my turn. Yeah, until the start of your next turn. So it's back up again.
Okay, so you got hit, and then you immediately start blaring.
That's my turn.
Okay, that is the end of your turn. At the end of your turn, Gideon, you're up.
Is there stamina tab? Not good efficiency?
Oh wait, you're supposed to do a Constitution saving throw. Oh wait, no, hold on. Never mind. I lied. There's a bright light on the field, by the way.
Yes. All of you now have another set of lights as Kyron is currently cascading things across the area.
And 2d8 of that was radiant damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't seem to be doing any more,
Okay.
but it is noted.
Cool.
Pulling a heavy crossbow, 2 quick shots into the big guy.
Okay. So you kind of pull it out real quick and take a shot.
Does seem dangerous. That's the third 17, I believe. That's a 16.
I know that you're above an 18 on both. So
yes, I'm way above. Alright. Tens. Maybe up this. Not great. Not great. 9 and 4 is 13 plus 2 is plus 3.
That is enough to do it. You watch as 2 bolts slam into the side of him, and after basically being put on one knee and screaming out, he just completely disappears.
And Arcane Jolt. I'm gonna heal 2d6 points to a creature or object within 30 feet of my target. I'm picking Zinnia. And Zinnia gets 6 hit points back.
Oh yeah. Wolf Zinnia gets 6 hit points back. Winia, as I like to call it. Alright. So that is the end of the big guy. The other creatures that are there, still there. But if you do anything, that was your bonus action.
Oh, that was a free action. Bonus action. Rook is going to turn around and try to attack this ghosty boy who's
By Brian.
yeah, get him from Brian's
Okay.
business.
So then roll your attack.
Stats. Plus 4. That's an apple.
So he goes in for the bite and just bites a little too low, and it's kind of, you hear the clinking of metal against metal as it doesn't seem to find purchase. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Zinnia, you're up. Astra, you're on deck.
So I'm just gonna turn
All right.
That's a whole
15 just misses. You go out for the bite, and it kind of takes its shield quickly and just kind of bashes down on your nose. And you kind of like recoil from it, and it kind of takes another defensive stance and just kind of snarls at you. Not really making much sense or any noise, but unfortunately, you don't hit. Is that? Do you have a bonus action, or is that?
So
Okay.
we're doing our best right
Yeah, you go in for a bite. It just doesn't seem to be working, but it's okay. All right, that's the end of your turn. Ashton, you're up. Brian, you're on deck.
What's the yellow thing in front of me?
Spiritual weapon. Spiritual weapon.
So I'm going to, in my saddle, quickly sort of like turn to 5 o'clock and just slash back at the one right behind me there.
Okay.
So my back right.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do a quick slash there. Is this a medium-sized creature?
Yes.
Great, I have advantage. Ooh, nat 20.
That's fine. They're not very hard to hit.
Cool. With my nat 20, that's 17, plus a d4, 19, 2 of which is radiant.
All right.
And then I'm going to move forward 5 feet and attack the one that Junior just attacked.
Okay, so you're going against the same one.
Hey,
Go.
question.
And
Would a 15 have also hit that thing that I had just attacked?
yes.
Cool, it's not prone.
Don't know if it can.
Okay, well if it can be
It
knocked
can be.
prone-
It cannot be knocked prone. You go for a leg sweep, and unfortunately, it does not have legs.
Okay.
However, it is starting to flicker and kind of having a hard time holding itself together.
Cool. I'm gonna go forward to the ones that just attacked. One more hit. Bam. Is it also medium?
Yes.
Bam. Also with advantage. That's 24 and 23.
That'll hit.
Cool. Both of those will hit?
Yeah.
Cool. It takes 16 damage, 3 of which is radiant, and it is knocked prone.
That one, it can be knocked prone. That one has a little bit more of a corporeal aspect to it. It's already looking pretty hurt, and that one was also having trouble holding itself together, but it's still seemingly functional. That you do anything with your bonus action, or
Bonus action, because I'm standing over where that other one was before it flickered out, I'm gonna look down and see if I can see that horn that it blew into, because that was cool.
no, you cannot. I will tell you right now. As you look down, it seems to have just faded into blue dust and snow.
I was like, did it leave any residue behind at all?
No, not really. Not at all. There's just seemingly like a pile of snow that's there.
Cool, that's the round.
All right. End of your turn, Brian. You're up.
Let's finish this guy off. Is there one of the secret one right in front of me? It's kind of hard to see.
Yes, there's Gideon's in front of you. There's one right next to you that seem to be different from the others, and then there's that whole line that just kind of moved forward to come in against you.
I'm gonna get one. Let's see. I'm gonna do.
Someone's done this.
Let's try Witch Bolt third level again.
Okay.
Just so you know, both those two that I hit are marked.
Cool.
That is a 21.
21. That'll hit. And you're going against which one?
The big scary you're looking at.
Okay.
That is 3d12. Five, so 17.
17. Yeah, that one, you watch as the witch bolt hits into it and it just dissipates. Gideon, the one right in front of you, is gone. Are you doing anything with your bonus action? Or are you good, Brian? Okay.
Smart way to get us out of this, bud.
Inspire. At the end of your turn, it's basically everything else for you guys to go. This one is going to move around, get a better advantage on you.
Sure. That is a 19.
This one is literally going to, Ash, you feel this very cold essence as one of these creatures just moves through you and kind of not into your space, but right next to you into Kyron. And is going to attempt to make an attack. Against Kyron, attempt being the key word here.
It has disadvantage.
Yes, because it is marked. It already has disadvantage though, because they're displaced. It's only a 15 to hit, which I don't think hits you.
Next attack cost you is a 23 to hit,
Okay.
and it was 8 force damage.
8 force. It's definitely not something new to you. Alright. And then the one against you, Brian, also I think misses. It's only a 12. They're not very heavy hitters, but with that, the rest of these creatures are going to go. Get up. This one's, they're just going to stay where they're at. This one's going to try and get on you, Asher. So we'll have 2 attacks against Zinnia, an attempted attack against Kyron, and then an attempted attack against Asher. So that's you. That's a miss, actually, ironically, and a hit. You take.
Hey, Wheeler, you can't say you, man. I don't know who you're pointing to.
Zinnia, sorry. Zinnia, you take 14 points of slashing damage, and then they're both just going to go in for.
That was with disadvantage.
Yeah, the first one. I mean, it wasn't going to hit anyways, so
Cool.
it was a 2 and a 1. And then they're going to go for a bonus action attack. That one still has advantage or disadvantage. Still hits. And then the other one. Sure. Yeah, the other one still hits as well. That one didn't hit. So then you take another. Altogether, you take another 13 points of slashing damage. What? Okay. So the wolf is just annihilated. These things are looking tired. Like, they look like warriors who are on a battlefield. So they're looking tired as they're trying to swing against you. But it is just, it's relentless. The one against Kyron is going to attempt to make an attack. Misses. Going to attempt to make bonus action attack. With disadvantage. Misses as well. This is the 5th time I rolled a nat 20 and then like a 4 or 5.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. And then the one against you.
I would have negated the damage anyways if it was a natural 20.
Yeah. The one against you, Aster, it's just going to take a longbow attack against you. But it's only a 17 hit, so it just misses. The spectral thing just smashes against your shield and it doesn't seem to take purchase. That is the end of everything else's turn. Kyra, you are up.
Cool. I'm gonna attack the guy that's next to me that just tried to attack me. I don't care which one.
Go for it.
That's 20 unnatural.
That'll hit.
Cool. That's with everything. So give me a second to do math. That's 19 again.
Yeah, that it is. You watch as that holy aura that's currently sitting around your weapon slams into the side of this thing, and it just disperses into the wind, into another.
Okay. I'm
Kind
gonna
of
make
just,
a Constitution saving throw.
Yes, it's a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. I mean, yes.
The one that looks like
Oh, I'm fine. I rolled. It's a 14 plus a 9.
Yeah, you're fine. You feel enraged for a second, but it just kind of subsides and doesn't seem to be affected.
I'm gonna like shake it and be like, really need to think about this. And then I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon to the next guy and
Yeah.
attack. With
Yeah,
that.
just make an attack.
That's a natural 20.
That'll hit.
So 29.
Yeah, it'll hit.
So do you want me to roll 4 dice, or do you want me to just double what I roll?
Just double what you roll. That's how I
Okay.
usually do it.
So 19.
19. That one is also dispersed to the wind.
So 19 times 2.
Yeah, it's gone. The one next to the spiritual weapon is, donezo.
Cool. That's my turn.
You are dwindling the numbers very quickly. Gideon, it's your turn.
My talent.
I've seen this guy in the back popping off longbow shots against people, so I'm going to make it my mission to destroy him.
Okay.
So, bonus action arcane weapon.
Alright.
And we're going fire.
Okay.
And then 2 attacks. I love not having to load my crossbow. It never gets old. That's like the 6th, 7th. So the lower one is 22.
That'll hit.
First one is 9 piercing and 4 fire. The second one is 9 piercing and 5 fire.
Yeah, he is also dispersed to the wind with a slight sizzle.
Sounds like someone pissing.
Alright. Bonus action?
I used it at the beginning of the turn. Arcane weapon.
Correct. So, the end of your
I-
turn.
No reason to move and levels.
Zinnia, you are up. There is one guy currently on you looking very haggard.
We're gonna bonus action cast Shillelagh on my quarter staff.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna take the quarter staff and try to do a shot.
Alright.
I mean, that's all I
Just
got.
like nut tapping. Go up for it.
That's a 21.
Yeah, that'll hit. Still standing, but starting to flicker out very, very much so. Bonus action, you're gonna move. You're just gonna stay there.
No, I'm just gonna stay there.
All right. Ashley, you're up. Brian, you're on deck.
All right, the one to my left. I'm just gonna spin around real quick and bop that boy.
All right.
Did that one hit Chiron last turn?
No, it attempted to.
Cool. You're having real bad luck with your rolls tonight, aren't you, buddy?
They're not big hitters. They just, if they hit, they do some pretty nasty stuff.
That's a 16 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That is 14 plus 3, 17 damage, 3 of which is radiant.
Okay, that one is also dispersed to the wind.
Cool. And I'm gonna ride over to the one that Zinnia was popping, and I'm gonna pop that boy as well.
Okay.
With advantage, that is 30 to hit.
That'll hit.
I sure shit hope so. That's 13 damage, 4 of which is radiant.
Big surprise. That one's also dispersed to the wind.
And I turn around in my saddle and look at Chiron and say, "We can kill ghosts! What the fuck? Did you know that you could do this?" And that's my turn.
Okay. Ryan, you're up. There is one barely holding together spirit sitting right behind you.
I'm gonna kind of turn around to Ashter, and while I'm doing that, just 3 Eldritch Blasts. Like, yes, we can kill ghosts.
All right, roll.
I'm killing them.
Just roll your first one.
That's.
Yeah, technically you would roll with disadvantage because you're within melee of it, but
Oh. Well,
they're not hard to hit. I will let you know.
I'm melee range.
Yeah.
Fine. That first one, it's a 14.
Still hits.
And that is, where do I have my D10? Tuesday. Hey, it's max damage. That's a 14.
Yeah. How do you want to do this?
I just want to be like, as Ashter is celebrating, I feel like this ghost is kind of like floating over to him and just whoop.
Yeah, you disperse of this specter as well, and it is completely gone. As the town once again kind of grows quiet. You guys sit there, having these creatures completely annihilated.
Spiritual weapon's still there.
Spiritual weapons technically still there.
Yep.
Turn the camera off on just to consider.
My weapon is also still glowing.
Yes, your weapon is also still glowing. Quiets down again, and the general air feels a little bit more comfortable, if not still cold.
Guys, we just killed fucking ghosts. Did you know you could do that? We totally fucking rustled them. We're ghost rustlers.
I mean, it was undead, but yeah, I knew that.
Byron, these people aren't with you, correct?
No. Ew, no. Why would they be with me?
I'm just saying, undead and dead.
Wait, yeah, he's got a point.
The line's
No.
a little unclear on us.
No, they're not with me. I don't know. I don't know.
Are they with Lord of Creepy?
I don't think so. Otherwise, actually, I just don't think so. No.
Okay.
I feel like she would have warned me if we were walking into a place that had a bunch of undead that was hers. You know what I mean?
I suppose that's a fair point.
I feel like she would have been like, "Hey, don't kill all of them. I need them."
So what they turn into? At this point, Wheeler, I'm gonna dismount and start looking where like they evaporated and see if there's any like bones or ghost dust on the ground or anything.
Make an investigation check.
I can try. It's a 13.
Okay. There doesn't seem to be anything that's left over. No bones or anything like that. They just seem to have turned into some kind of pile of dust. What looks to be just mounds of soft snow.
They disappear. They just fucking disappear.
Yeah.
Am I the only one who's a little blown away by this? Honestly?
No. I mean, we've seen this before.
The fuck we have? I would have remembered if we saw ghosts before.
I've killed undead before.
I mean, yeah, zombies are one thing. They're like if it's still got fleshy bits, that's fine. But it's like the no legs floating on the ground part. You can't say that's that creepy as fuck.
Fleshy bits.
Yeah, fleshy bits. You know, the stuff you sleep with.
gonna kind of look around and say, it's a little unnerving actually.
Yeah, wait. Hold up. There's ghosts around here, and ghosts come from dead people. So why are there no like zombies or fleshy bits anywhere? It's kind of something I would expect to see, honestly. I'm just gonna start walking around a little bit, like peering into buildings a little and poking my head in, seeing if like I smell like rot or death or anything like that.
Make it just general perception check. Are you guys doing anything?
Yeah,
I'm gonna just-
kick one of those piles of bones that you mentioned earlier and just not save.
Okay.
23.
Just like nudge it with my foot. Oh, there's no fleshy bits anywhere. None whatsoever to be found.
Not
Especially not these ones.
not among the. It's not ash. Not among the snow mounds of these creatures. I said 23.
Yes.
There's a small smell of rot, but it seems to be lingering, and you pick it up like off a whiff, not within any of the buildings, but outside. There's just this general stench of decay.
All right. Well, I think we can officially say this place is haunted as shit. Should we go find that flower now? So that
Yeah.
we can promptly leave and never come back?
Yeah.
Well, why would this flower be here in the first place? I'm trying to think. Because if there were, because I'm looking around, I'm seeing stakes, I'm seeing ash, thinking that even if there was a vampire problem here, that might have been dealt with.
Well, so that's actually piggybacking off a thought I had, and believe me, it took me like our whole ride over here for me to mull this one over. This place is, haunted, and there's dead shit, and like maybe vampires. But this flower only glows where a celestial died, right? So
Yeah.
what the fuck would a celestial have been doing around here to begin with? I mean, look around. This isn't exactly where I expect angels and unicorns to be hanging out.
There can't be, and I look again to Kyron, there can't be evil celestials, can there?
Do I know the answer to this?
Make a religion check.
Okay. I did not roll very well. Give me a second to
I
figure
can't see
out
Wheeler
what
very well. Does he have a shit-eating grin on? It looks like he had a shit-eating grin on.
Yeah, he does. Okay. Wait, what'd you say? Religion?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a 17.
Specifically within your readings, you don't know of any evil celestials.
Okay.
You haven't specifically run into anything of that sort ever. I mean, in the readings that you've done and the time that you've spent with this group, anything's possible.
Okay.
But
Yeah. I don't know of any myself, but like, I mean, it's possible that there could be.
Great.
Evil
Right.
celestials.
The first unicorn we get to meet, and it's evil. Love it.
I don't really understand death. And I don't really understand what makes the difference between, well, obviously I get the whole, like, kind of thing for vampires,
Mhm.
but, like, there's death, there's life, there's undeath, and I'm not exactly sure where the line falls on some of this stuff, and I'm a little more creeped out than I thought.
Yeah, that's a kind of surprising, to be honest.
I'm also creeped out. Far less surprising. At this point, I sort of walk back over to Fenris and just slowly mount back up and start walking forward down the road.
okay.
Hey, Brian, thanks for the cloak. I think you saved my life.
No mention.
As you guys continue moving forward, it's probably another 10 minutes or so before you come across anything of note. The area seems to open up a little bit into a much larger, seemingly town center. And the fog starts to clear up a little bit more. Your visibility kind of is now out to about 60 feet. It seems that the further into the city that you get, the denser the fog behind you gets, but the clearer the fog ahead of you becomes. And as you look around, it's still decrepit and dilapidated, but there's a slight bit of color that still lingers within the city. There's no bodies, no walking, but it doesn't feel horribly dead. As you guys continue walking forward towards what looks to be some kind of large mound just sitting in the center where what looks to be where used to be a large fountain sits. There's just a large one of these piles of ash and bone. Unmoving. There's a slight bit of wind now that's kind of brushing off the top of it every once in a while. But it's very quiet. And uncanny and uncomfortable. Zinnia and Brian, you both pick this up. Ahead of you looks to be a small yellowish light that kind of bounces in your direction and then kind of sits there before bouncing off back in the way that it came.
Hey, Flowers, you think that's another one of those things we just fought? It looks a little different.
I don't know. I feel like it's not like death. I feel like if we follow it, we might not have him. I mean, immediately.
Well, I mean, it's not trying to kill us right now, so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where else we would go right now. Might as well follow the only sign of existence here.
I'm gonna go with light is good for now.
Yeah.
Until I say otherwise. I'm going to just kind of try to follow it at a safe distance.
Okay. You.
My suggestions range back.
Okay. You move forward and follow it the best you can. The rest of you watch as Brian seems to be following some, now that you guys have looked over in that direction, faint bit of light that's just moving out of eyeshot.
Just gonna...
It's so pretty.
Brian gestures over towards you all, and you all begin to follow it. Are you guys trying to be stealthy following it, or are you trying to just go?
Stealthy.
I'm not going to be stealthy unless directly told to be.
Let's be stealthy.
I'm casting Pass Without Trace.
Okay. Roll wisdom.
What color is the light, Wheeler?
Yellow.
It's an 18.
Cool.
18? The pain kind of sits back into it, but you, again, feeling as though you're close to something, push through it and manage to get through without too much of an issue. Pass Without Trace is casted on all of you, so if I could have all of you roll a stealth check for me.
Hey, guess what?
26.
11.
With the plus 10.
With the plus 10?
Yeah.
When I do this, 16.
Gosh dang it, Aster.
Do the math on that one.
27.
I don't need to.
27.
26 for me, 27 for you.
Okay. So the majority of you are above 20. Aster's just kind of making noises that you can't really subside. You guys have to stop every once in a while. It just takes you a little bit longer. And you think that you lose it before you make your way into what looks to be a large courtyard of some sort with a rather big building that seems to be butted up against the side of a mountain. Time's been kind of weird while you've been in here. You're not quite sure how long you've been walking, but it's bound to be an amount of time because you weren't too close to the edge of the forest and mountain as you initially walked within the city, but now that you're in here, nothing else seems to bother you. You do hear the occasional sucking sound of either some kind of draft going through the old buildings or something more sinister. As you walk in, the smell of decay is more apparent in this area. And unironically, you can smell or hear this like faint like as you look over and see what looks to be another one of these large mounds, but this one is untouched by fire. It just looks to have stakes and things sticking out of it with bodies that are currently still in either a new form of decay or a extended form of decay. The yellow light, you guys have lost track of at this point. Trying to help Astra out and follow best along, but before you even get into this courtyard, you're only assuming that it's here, based off of the way that it was going.
Hey, I forgot to ask earlier, did anyone prepare any location spells today? That would probably be really helpful about that.
Oh, I can do that. What do we want to find?
I mean, the flower.
Right, got it. Hold on. And I pull out my twig blight amulet wheeler, and I hold it up to my face and I whisper into it, the flower.
Knowing your intention for what you're looking for,
The magic item is smarter than me.
based off the attunement that I think you have to have on it, or the connection that you have with it, it's still, you watch as the little creature kind of just looks up and shrugs its shoulders. Might not be within range, might not know exactly what it is that you're looking for, but it just kind of shrugs at you.
Little thing says it's not around here. It went. Generally, when it does that, it means it's not around here.
Right.
Well, in that case, I don't think we should investigate this particular spot too close. We should just keep moving.
I mean, but it's really nice in this courtyard, though. I'm just saying.
Zinnia and Brian, go ahead and roll perception checks.
That is a... I can do math. That's a 23.
Oh, damn, both of you. Both of you start to notice, seemingly just out of the bushes and, well, the dead bushes and just the general area, a few of these yellow lights come into play, as well as differently much lighter shaded blue lights. And they just kind of start to move erratically and towards this large pile.
So lights might not be good.
Hey, yeah, I'm also going to rescind my previous comment. Perhaps we should stay in the dark.
You all start to notice this as they all kind of move into this weird like circle. At least that's what you can tell best from what you see. And then this large kind of like reddish flame starts to, or kind of starts to float into the area. And you watch as it just kind of moves and enters into this large mound. It's quiet for a second. And then you hear the sounds of metal starting to clank around as this mound starts to stand up about 12 feet tall and turn around and look towards you. The
Oh, fuck.
circle of creatures that are around it, about 12 in total, all start to take the form of similarly not armored, but similar looking creatures as the ones that you fought earlier. And they all are looking at you hungrily.
What do the creatures look like? Like, do they look like humans?
Yeah, somewhat.
I mean, is there like something off about them?
Very much so. And I will explain that to you when we get back from break, because we have not taken a break yet, and we're going to take one now.
Gideon lets out a heavy sigh as he just starts loading his crossbow again.
But that is where we're going to take a break. We will be right back. For those of you who are watching, thank you for sticking around. We'll be back to see what happens when they get back. See you soon. All right, we are back. Welcome back, everybody. Yeah. As we hop back in, you guys are now greeted by a vast number of these creatures, a big chungus, if you will, and let's see where this takes us.
Oh, I need to get my phone out.
If I could have everyone re-roll initiative.
Oh,
No.
that is fine.
I refuse. What happened?
That is, for me, a 17.
18.
15.
All right, one more time. 25 to 20. 20 to 15.
17.
18.
15.
13.
And then 17. Not bad. You guys rolled pretty decent. All right. Let me get this situated and back together. Open. See if I can get some music going. At the top of the round, Brian, what is your dexterity bonus?
My death bonus is +0.
+0?
Yeah.
All right, so Big Boy will actually be going first.
Oh boy.
As you guys see, it is surrounded with a bunch of stuff. It is going to go ahead and lumber forward. Kind of almost moving through all of these creatures right to in front of you. And then you watch as it kind of just stops for a second and you're like, oh, good, it's faulty. Before it, you watch this heavy green fog just cascade out of the joints and front part of this large metallic creature out across all of you and just kind of permeates through those of you there. I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Don't like that.
11.
Does Rook have to make this one?
18.
No.
18, and remember, I am immune to disease.
Okay, he's immune
Not
to
a disease.
charm, poison, and exhaustion.
Then yes. Oh no.
I'm back.
Yeah, but you switched around. Hold on.
I saw we. That was my internet for like a second.
I'm Dee Dee!
I'm switching you around. Hold on.
Aww.
All right. So Ryan rolled an 11, 9, Kyron, Gideon, and Rook.
A natural 20.
Okay.
Rook got a 15,
Okay.
and I got a 6.
Okay. So all of you feel your body start to seize up from this smoke.
It's inhaled.
Yes, so you would have advantage.
Yee! Fucking ventilating lungs, baby! 23!
That succeeds. So you are breathing through it, and it seizes up for a little bit, but because you're ventilating lungs, it helps out. However, Zinnia, Brian, and Rook, you all seize up and are paralyzed.
Oh, damn it. Fuck, I have luck. God damn it. I never remember.
It's okay. You will be able to do it at the end of your turn. However, as it does that, it is just going to waltz forward. Oh, technically, Fenris would have to make one as well.
Con save?
Yes.
Extras. He's got a +4 to con.
Rook, Zinnia, and who?
Brian.
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all.
Ooh, 21.
That succeeds. Fenris is also fine.
Yeah,
However,
busy
as
boy.
this happens, that is the end of its turn. Next in line is Brian. You do nothing because you are paralyzed. However, you can now roll a again to see if you can save against it.
That's a 17?
17 does not succeed. You are
Damn.
still paralyzed.
I'm okay. Bye, guys.
You try to get off of it, but it doesn't seem to be working at all. That is the end of your turn. Ashton, you're up with Zinnia on deck.
So this thing's big, right?
It is considered large. Yes.
Alright, so that's not gonna work. And it's right fucking there. The circle of things behind it, are they moving at all?
Not yet. Oh, wait, actually, I totally forgot. Before you do your move, all of these creatures move, except these two. We'll say that Ryan's turn went, but as you're about to go, they all begin to move forward. Yeah. They then begin to surround you.
Oh wait, the whole map is the courtyard?
Yeah, the whole map's the whole map.
Oh, I guess we're just zoomed in on part of it. I thought it was just that like pedestal area.
I did too.
Ah. Alright. Alright, so. Yeah. This is fun.
This is.
You're the girl. When that's in the whole world. There's 10 of them. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 technically because of rough. We're gonna go 2 against Zinnia, 2 against Brian, 2 against Ashter, 1 against Gideon, 1 against Brooke, and 2 against Kyra. Basically, everyone's getting 2 except the guy who has his companion, and they don't really care about Fenris currently. So, all right. So the 2 against Ryan. They have advantage because you are paralyzed. That is a 23 to hit.
That doesn't hit it, no, it hits.
Okay, and because it is, because you're paralyzed, it is also a critical. So you take 16 points of necrotic damage, and then I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
16?
16 succeeds. The second one against you, also at advantage, is another 23 to hit.
Yeah.
You take 24 points of necrotic damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
15.
15 still succeeds. You are fine. 2 against you, Zinnia. At advantage. Jesus. Now I'm rolling well. That is a 23 to hit.
Yeah.
You take 16 points of necrotic damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Fuck you, Wheeler.
That's a 15.
Fucking Christ.
15.
You're fine. The second one again.
How many did you say the first time?
16 points to hit. That might actually miss. That's a 15 to hit.
Miss it.
It misses. So the second one, as you're lurching from the first hit and just kind of get haphazardly pushed over on the side. What?
I just gave myself 16 hit points instead of decreasing myself by 16.
As in, like, she manually typed in, I have 16 hit points left.
As it kind of lurches against you and just kind of pushes you over, the second one that was going in for a swipe against you just completely misses. Now the two against, let's just say, Aster. Miss. Jesus Christ. And that's just a 23. So I think that hits. Unless you do something about it.
For me,
Yeah.
it's a what, 23?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Okay. As it just kind of lashes out at you, you take 11 points of necrotic damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Wait, it didn't have advantage, did it?
Nope, it was a straight roll. It just happened to roll really fucking high.
11 points of necrotic.
Yeah, and I need you to make a con save.
Con save was a 19.
Yeah, you're fine. All right, we'll just go around the block. The next one is going to be against Rook at advantage because he is paralyzed. Is a 22 to hit. Rook takes 22 points of necrotic damage, and I need him to make a Constitution saving throw.
That was an 18.
He's,
So
he's
18 was
fine, yeah. It's not a very high save. Now the one against you, Gideon, misses, and the two against Kyron to take up the rear, miss, and that's a 15, so also miss. So as they all swoop in towards you, minus the two that's in the back, they go out against you, and now that's the end of their turn. Aster, it's your turn.
Okay. What can I see? Are we just fucking surrounded?
Yeah, you guys are currently now just surrounded by these creatures and this large looming whatever it is ahead of you.
I'm going to yell at Gideon, enlarge Fenris, and I'm going to charge forward.
Okay?
I'm going to try and get past the big boy.
Okay.
I don't know if I can.
It's difficult terrain. You can definitely get around. They're ghosts, so you can kind of move through them. But the big guy you'll have to go around. I'll say the first 20 feet will be difficult terrain, but after that you can probably get to the center of that courtyard with ease on Fenris.
Okay, I'm gonna move to the other side of the corpse thing.
Okay?
The big man.
Yeah, just the other side.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't tell. Is it like, does it look like a giant like golem corpse, or is it like a construct, or?
It looks. You're not 100% certain. It looks like it's got mangled corpses inside of it, and it looks to be made of metal in some way. You would gather. Make just a general intelligence check for me.
Unsettling. 9.
9, you're not sure. In this moment,
Cool.
seeing your friends just get absolutely destroyed, you can't think of anything else.
Cool.
So if you want to move,
Move me into the like center rim to one side of the giant golem thing.
okay. You will take 3. Actually, no. No, yeah. You'll take 3 attacks of opportunity as they try to swipe out against you.
Cool.
Not
And
at advantage.
keep me like close to him.
They all miss. One of them nearly gets you with a 22, but your AC is 20.
I'm going to, after yelling at Gideon to enlarge Fenris, I'm going to cast Compel Duel.
Okay.
It's a wisdom save on, I'm going to cast it on the big man.
All right. Give me 1 second. I just want to read up that. I don't know how this works.
Has to make a wisdom save.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think though, because the verbiage. I think I'm going to allow it to happen because the verbiage does not say that it's charmed. It just say it's compelled. So I'll allow it.
Cool. Wisdom save.
What's the DC?
13.
It succeeds. You watch as the
Fuck
divine
me.
essence begins to spark, but it just does not hold on this creature, and it seems to be following you with its head, but still seems to be just generally within this specific area and unaffected.
Well, as I'm in there, I'm going to take one, try and slash at its ankle, at like its knee area, try and like hit a joint, see if I can collapse it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take another slash at the ghost next to me. Looks like on my right, whoever's next to my friend.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and
So
roll
one
your
of
attack.
each. So big man, that is a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Cool. And that's an 11 slashing damage.
All right.
Again, aiming for that knee joint to try and like break it down.
Yeah, you go in for the hit, and it scrapes against the metal. It doesn't seem to be doing as much damage as you hoped it to be, but it is still doing damage.
Even though my weapon's magic.
Yes.
Great. Great.
Well, actually, no. It'll go through. I'm reading it. So it does hit, but it doesn't seem to be too affected by it.
Okay. And then I'm going to slash at the ghost next to me.
Yep, go ahead and roll and tap for that. Just do a wide swing out towards it.
This one with advantage.
Yes, because it is.
That's a 23.
23 definitely hits.
And that is 14 slashing damage.
14. Okay, it's still up, but you definitely hack into it. Again,
Is it a ghost? Or
yeah,
is it
cannot
like
be knocked prone.
Okay.
So you go and for a large sweep towards the legs, and it just is impossible to do.
Both of them are marked.
Yes.
That's my turn.
Alrighty. At the end of your turn, Zinnia, you're paralyzed. You can make another Constitution saving throw to try and throw off the effect.
What's a whole 11?
11?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you are still paralyzed. Kyron, you're up.
Alright. I'm going to. Where am I?
You are literally dead center of a ring of creatures.
So I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I? Is the guy on the left a ghost?
Yeah, everything around you is a ghost.
Okay.
Or a specter of some sort.
I'll just attack the nearest one.
Okay.
Just pulling up his slot, so. That's a 14, 17. I can use my inspiration if I need to.
17 will hit. They're not hard to hit.
That was really bad. That's 17 points of damage.
17 points. It is still standing, but it is looking pretty hurt.
Cool. I'm gonna turn around and find Brian and just like, come on,
Okay. He's currently just kind of like stuck in place, not really doing anything.
And I'm like, come on.
All right. At the end of your turn, oh, all right. Next up are the two little yellow balls are going to seep forward, fly towards Zinnia. The other one is going to fly towards Asher. Whether it hits or not. Oh, the one towards Zinnia. Advantage is only a 14 to hit, so I think that misses too. Again, it just kind of tries to lurch out at you, and you just completely whiffs. The one attack against Ashter is not, it's only a 10, so it tries to strike out against you, and you just kind of block it with your shield and push forward on it. But that is the end of their turns. Gideon, you're up. And Brian, you're on deck. Or sorry, the thing's on deck.
Under my breath, as we're getting assaulted by stuff, in response to Asher, I'm just gonna mutter, "Oh, I didn't fucking think I was gonna need that today." As I cast walking haste on myself.
Okay.
One hand into a pot of black paint, wipe it across the face, and I'm getting real quick. So my AC is up to 20, then come deck saves, and I get an extra action each turn. That can use an object.
Can't use a magic on it. The sage advice on this is you're not allowed to use, because it's technically activating an object if it's an action. Depends on what you're trying to do, but you can't like use an object as the one. I've looked it up. I double checked on this specifically because
Fuck you, Jeremy Crawford. That's really stupid.
I agree.
Why is it I can't fucking click a button?
Yeah, I don't know, but that's the ruling that they have. Specifically because it has to do with the fact that it's got some arcane aspect
Well,
to it.
that's stupid, but we're moving on. In that case, I'm just gonna fucking crossbow directly into the face of the dude right behind me.
Okay. I'll pull it up for you after.
I don't want to do it. I'm just gonna get angry. That's an 18 to hit.
18 to hit. That definitely hits. I'll roll that damage. 10? Okay. It slams into it. You watch it take the hit. It's still currently standing now. You are hasted. You can technically use a bonus action if you have one. Rook can make his save on
Paralyzed.
Yeah.
And I'm concentrating. On using shit for myself.
That shadow does not like you want to make a save for Rook? Con. Rook is still paralyzed. Alright, at the end of Gideon's turn, top of the round, it is this creature's turn. Following Aster along, it's going to attempt to make. Well, actually, it does. It's not going to use it though. It is going to attempt to attack you. Just a straight up attack with one of its attacks. That was a journey. Misses and just whiffs. You pull up your shield and it slams into the shield, and you can feel the weight of the hit. It's a hefty hit. And as it does that, and you seem to be the biggest threat at the moment, it's just going to go in for its second attack against you. That is a 28 to hit.
I'm going to try and thwarting maneuver myself.
Okay. Roll that d8.
See how this goes.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So 3 out of 8 chance?
Yeah.
Please. Hey, it's a 6. I save.
Yeah, just barely. You pull up your shield at the last second using your reaction to just get your shield up in there. As a second slam attack comes in, you now see a sizable dent in the shield that you have, where it would have hit you. Probably a good thing. But that is going to...
This motherfucker hits like a truck.
Yeah, it's going to move around. Since everything around it is currently paralyzed, and just get at a better point away from everyone else against you. Now it is everything else's go. This one's going to turn around. Yeah. This one is going to move up towards Rook.
Wait.
What's that dude thing? Is anyone else here?
Jeremy Crawford, not to interrupt you, Ben. Jeremy Crawford actually has a second. I don't know if it's the same tweet, but the something. If the item of spell scoring item, which
Is
is
that what you're going to use? Because I was going to say
Yes.
there's something specific.
is non-magical, just a rod. It's useful as an object.
Okay. Technically, nothing has changed currently, so what are you trying to do?
No, I just went from here on out.
Okay.
I'm gonna be fucking catapulting at everyone.
Okay. That's fine. Two of them are going to go up against you because Rook doesn't use much. Two against Kyron. We're going to go one against Brian. And two against Sid. So, have to remember all this. They're still all alive. So we're looking at
For now.
2 on Kyron, 2 on Gideon, 1 on... I gotta do the math in my head. 2, 1, 2, 2, 8, 9. Do the second one on Rook. Why not?
Sure.
Alright, so we'll go around the table. The one against Brian has advantage. Is a 23 to hit. Not horrible. You take 18 points of necrotic damage, and I need you to make a con save for me. 15 is fine. You are A-okay. 2 against Zinnia. Advantage is a miss on the first one, and a miss on the second. You're getting really lucky with these rolls. Brian, not so much. The 2 against Ashter. That's a 20 that's going to miss, and that's a 14. They just are whiffing against your armor, but you are currently now basically surrounded by ghosts. The 2 against Rook at advantage. Was 16 on the first one, and a 23 on the second.
No, that one misses.
Okay. That is altogether. Ooh. That's 40 points of necrotic damage overall on the 2 hits. And he doesn't need to roll the con saves, I don't think. Roll 2.
14,
That's
8.
8. His hit points, maximum hit points are reduced by, I think it was 16.
But does that affect his current hit point?
No, it's just his maximum is now lowered.
Oh, okay.
The 2 against you, miss. And a miss. 2 against Kyron, miss. And a miss. And I think that's all of them. Alright. The end of its turn. Brian. You're paralyzed. Go ahead and roll to try and save against it.
You got this, bud.
I'm gonna use luck because that was. That's not 20.
Hey, you are no longer paralyzed. You come to feeling very bruised and sore, and with no physical, actual ailment done to you. But definitely not feeling great. But that is
on the side, be like,
but that is the end of your turn. Ashter, it is your turn.
Cool. Seeing Brian get repeatedly the shit kicked out of him, bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Fate on him.
Okay.
He gets a
So you-
+2 to his AC.
Yeah. You watch as this kind of bluish flame shield kind of forms up next to you and is kind of starting to batten off some of the creatures that are trying to come towards you.
And as I do that, I'm going to yell across the Vigorous Ghost to him, try not to fucking die again, bud! And with that, I'm going to... Shit me. How many ghosts are around me? I honestly cannot tell.
You've got 3.
Okay, 3 and the big guy?
Yeah.
Alright, is one of the ghosts one I've already hit?
Yes.
How does he look?
He looks pretty hurt. Your initial hit on him definitely doesn't look like it's left him with too much, for lack of a better term, spirit to stay in this fight.
Cool, I'm gonna hit him again.
Okay.
He hath been... that's a nat 19, so 30. I'm gonna say that one worked.
That'll hit.
And that's 16 points of slashing damage.
Yeah, he is decimated. Go ahead and if you can, the one that's the ghoul.
So I have that ball of light,
Yeah.
one of the ghosts, and the big guy.
Yep.
Shit me. Alright, I'm gonna try and hit the big guy in that joint I hit again and try and get him to fall.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack.
That's a 23.
That'll hit.
And that's 15 slashing on that same joint.
Okay. You seem to be wearing it down, but it doesn't seem to be worrying about it too much at the moment.
Cool. And that is my turn.
Okay, that's the end of your turn. Next up in the initiative order is Zinnia. You are paralyzed. Go ahead and roll another con save. Kyron, you're on deck.
come on, Zinnia. Come on, Zinnia.
Con save?
Yeah.
Haha, that's a 18
You are no longer paralyzed.
plus.
Look at a turn.
Not less.
You are no longer paralyzed.
Hashtag blessed.
Yes. That is the end of your turn then. Kyron, you are up.
Cool. I'm gonna attack one of them around me. I don't know where I am, so just one of the ghosties.
Alright. Say the same one that you attacked before.
Okay. That's a 15.
That'll hit.
Cool. I lost all my dice. Hold on. Ah, sorry.
Is that your battle noise?
Ah! That's 26.
That absolutely decimates it. So the one that looks
Cool.
like a banshee. Go ahead and take
I
off
will
the
roll my Constitution saving throw.
Wisdom.
Fuck! Sorry, I do
It's
that
okay.
every single time, and I forget every single time. That's a +9, so it's a 21.
Yeah, you're fine. No issues whatsoever.
Cool. I'm gonna. Where am I?
You currently are right next to Brian, just in the center of a lot of these creatures.
Okay, I don't know where Brian is. Cool.
He's literally right next to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what mini is my mini.
Oh, sorry.
You're right here.
Right there. Yeah. Right in front of Gideon's
Brian is right
twisted.
Okay, I'm waiting for it to take effect on my phone.
Yeah, I understand.
Ah, that one. Okay, cool. I'm gonna move, I guess. Can I move without letting the guy take an attack of opportunity on me?
Where are you trying to move?
I was just gonna move closer to more ghosts.
They're
Outside
already
the
right
one.
next to you. Like, you could literally move into 3 of them in space, so...
Okay.
Yeah, without provoking anything. So, you can go ahead and...
Okay. And I think No, I'm not. I'm not gonna drop it yet. I think that's my turn.
Okay. That's the end of your turn. Now it is the small yellow ball's turn.
Actually, yeah, I will. I will drop a holy weapon.
This one is going to try and attack you. This one is going to move through.
Oh. The camera died.
Oh,
Like just now.
that would make sense. Well then,
And you don't have the other
I
battle.
don't have it. That's okay. We'll just leave that up there so we know at least something's going on. We'll explain to you. We'll take pictures along the way for those of you who are actually playing. This one's going to move through, pass, and go towards Brian. Pass, you can get an attack of opportunity on it if you'd like.
The golem? Like the big guy?
No, they're the little small yellow ball.
Nope.
I don't know if you... No, you can't. Yeah, if you wanted to, you could, but...
I'd rather be defensive.
Okay. Yeah, here, one move back into...
Is there not a table?
There is, but I have to get it. So we'll move back into the no map one for now. Sorry for those of you who are watching. Unfortunately, we ran out of stuff, so I'll make sure that moving forward we have it. So you don't take the attack of opportunity, so they're going to make attacks against Zinnia and Brian. The one against Zinnia misses. The one against Brian is a 19.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. You take 10 lightning damage.
Oh, and I'm down.
Okay. As a small little ball comes up and just...
Don't worry, I got you.
As a bonus action, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
19.
You succeed. Luckily.
I know what these fucking things are.
Oh, I know you do.
I'm not metagaming.
I know you're not. You're fine. You're fine. Don't worry about it. That's the end of their turn. Gideon, you are up. With Brian, you are on deck.
Big ace money. I'm gonna unload 2. Yeah, no, it's like 13 now. I'm gonna fire up one shot at one ghost, then move on down the line. And before I can reload the third time, I'm gonna whip out the rod and just bam! Use a fucking catapult spell, 2nd level, to fire up the 3rd ghost.
That's the big guy?
Yeah, sure, fuck it.
Okay.
Alright, first attack is a 20 total. Second one is a 13, so I think it's
What do you... You're going... All of them are against the big guy, or...
no, crossbow bolt, catapult.
Okay. Both of the crossbow bolts actually hit.
Oh wow, 15 is
Yeah.
And I need big guy to make a dex save.
A DC... success 16.
This bitch has advantage? Fucking. Alright, well, I don't think he takes any. This is an asshole.
As you shoot it out towards him, he just is going in for a strike against Asher, and it just whizzes by behind the back of its head. So you know,
15 damage for the first one, 13.
alright, so that one that's the shadow is dissipated. With that, it's not too much of an issue. That is your bonus action.
Didn't use bonus action.
Is it... You use an action, isn't...
I use a hasted action and my attack.
Correct. Okay. The bonus action then.
Rook is still paralyzed, but I'm going to do nothing. I am going to Arcane Jolt on that first hit and give Brian 2d6 hit points. So he gets 7 hit points back.
Alright, he comes back to life. You are at 7 hit points, Brian.
Oh boy.
And you still have Shield of Faith, by the way.
Yes, because
If-
Asher has to get hit in order for that to.
I'm not even looking in Rook's direction. If he can do anything, which I know he won't, I'll tell him to fucking attack a ghost, but he makes the save again his turn.
Okay, yeah, so he can't, but then he kind of comes out of it, and no one is paralyzed.
14.
That's the end of your turn?
14 for his con.
Fail. So he's still considered paralyzed. That's the end of your turn. Top of the round. Big boy starts it off. Because move around this way.
Send me a
Still
picture,
staying within range of
please.
you. Asher. Actually, still staying within range. You can get right about.
Alright, I need a picture, Chris.
In 2 seconds.
Okay, Wheeler, buddy.
Oh yeah, the other one. I need everyone to make a Constitution save for me again. As the breath exhales again and threatens to paralyze you, including Fenris.
19.
We'll see how that one goes. +4, he's a +4.
Say 18.
19 for me, using my advantage, and 15 for the Oh, yeah. Set everyone. Yeah.
That's probably not going to work for him. 18 for me, and a 11 for Fenris.
Yeah. All of you succeed except Fenris. So Fenris seizes up underneath you and is currently paralyzed. We'll be able to fix that at the end of the turn. The rest of the specters are going to go. As none of you are affected by it. That's his turn, though. So 1 against Gideon, 2 against Kyron, 2 against Zinnia, and 1 against Brooke. And then the last one's going to go against Asher. So we've got the 2 against Zinnia. It's a natural 20.
No, it's
and
not.
A 16. Doesn't hit. Okay, so the natural 20 is not a critical, but you still get hit. You take 13 points of necrotic damage, and I need you to make a con save.
That's a 4.
Your maximum hit points are reduced by 13.
Gross.
The 1 against Rook, that advantage is a 23. Because he's paralyzed. Oh, Jesus. I think Rook's down.
He only has 6 hit.
Yeah, he's down. The essence of him is stolen from the body, and he is currently unconscious. The 1 against you, Gideon, is a 21 to hit.
Now the shield, motherfucker.
Okay, so you react and you shield up as it tries to grasp through and just completely misses. The 2 against Kyron, that is a 20 and a natural 20.
Okay, yeah, both of those hit.
Luckily, you're resistant to this damage, so you take 13 points of necrotic damage reduced to 6, and then on the crit, you take 6 points of necrotic damage. What would be doubled to 12 with 6, and I need 2 Constitution saving throws from you.
Okay. That's a natural 20.
Success.
And what?
The first one's a success.
Oh, I thought you said plus. I was like, what do
No.
you mean? Then the next one's a 17.
17 also succeeds. You're absolutely fine. Then the last one on Astra is going to attempt. Just completely whiffs. All right, that is the end of its turn. Brian, you are up.
I'm going to.
Wait, isn't he unconscious?
No, he was back to health.
I gave him
Oh.
points.
Arcane jolted back.
Okay. How
This,
much?
This
7.
thing that's been
Okay.
breathing paralyzing gas at us. This looks very much like a mechanical construct. Yes.
Make it just a general intelligence check.
General, that's in that one. I am recovering.
You
from
are coming back to consciousness, and you're like, "What? Huh? Thing?"
I'm just going to. Fuck it. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not that kind of bard. Just going to look up at this thing and just be like, oh, just fuck off, and try to polymorph it.
Oh, okay. Into what?
Into. Okay, it still has to be a form. I'm gonna go classic and turn it into a turtle.
Okay. What save is that?
The wisdom save.
What's the DC?
15?
15?
16.
16. It actually fails.
It's
Yes!
It is, but it's not.
Clutch.
It doesn't have immutable form.
Wow.
So it turns into a little tiny turtle.
Aw, so cute.
How long will it
Tiny
last?
turtle.
That
Nobody
is.
knows.
It's concentration, but it's up to 1 hour.
Alright, guys, we got an hour.
And then, as long as there is no one else near me,
There are ghosts, Arctic Fox.
there are ghosts. Are
Yes.
they within punchy punch range?
Yes.
If I leave, will they opportunity attack me?
Yes.
Then I will not leave.
Okay.
I will, as a bonus action, inspire Kyra, just be like, help!
I'm working on it. Trying.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Okay. Next in line is Asher.
All right,
Watch
so
this big guy turn into a small little turtle in front of you.
as it turns into a turtle, is also when I'm realizing that Fenris has slumped down to the ground.
Yes. Well, it's just currently like one of those mountain goats that just kind of like seizes up. It's kind of like that.
I try to motion him to move, and when he doesn't respond, I don't know if I'm smart enough to put together that what happened to Kyron, or what happened to Brian and Zinnia is what's happening to my cow. I'm not sure if I'm smart enough for that. I'm gonna hope that I am. And with that, I'm going to dismount. And as I'm doing that, the giant thing I was about to hit turns into a turtle. And I sort of stand there stunned for half a second and yell, "Do we hit the turtle or no? Hit the turtle? I'm gonna hit the turtle.
Don't hit the fucking turtle!
Don't hit the turtle? Alright, don't hit the turtle. And I'm going to smack.
There's one ghost directly in front of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna smack the ghost directly in front of me.
Okay.
But not with advantage this time. It's alright, it's still a 20.
That'll hit.
And it takes 13 slashing damage.
Okay. It's still up.
It is gross. How far away is Brian from me?
He's about 10 feet. 10, 15
Alright,
feet.
I'm gonna move to Brian and I'm gonna stand in front of him and shield him a little bit. Are there any creatures near him?
No. There's an opportunity attack against you, but it misses.
Cool. And I'm gonna stand next to Brian. Nothing's near him at all, right?
There are a few ghosts or specters near him.
I'm gonna hit one of the specters.
Okay. Go and roll your attack.
That's a 29. I'm gonna say that's gonna hit,
Yeah, that'll hit.
and that's 9 slashing damage.
All right.
Oh.
That one's still up as well, but you do manage to get a good hit on it.
All right. Bonus action. Man, I know I have one on here that I wanted to use. Damn, I guess I don't. All right, no bonus action. That's it.
All right, Zinnia, you're up. Kyron, you're on deck.
Oh my gosh, I should get to do something. Sorry, I've been paralyzed this entire time, so I'm just like,
What this creature does.
let's call lightning. Oh wait, everything's in
Yeah, but it only hits one person.
we're gonna call lightning at fifth level.
Okay. On what?
Who are you hitting this?
Yeah, right now it's not paralyzed.
Everybody standing on the edge.
Let's go for that guy. He looks fancy.
All right. That's a deck save. That's a 19. Still takes half damage. That's like something crazy, like D10.
Yeah, it's only 5 times.
Only 5.
14.
14. That's halved, or is that?
That's already half.
Okay. So it's still up, but it definitely takes the hit. It doesn't look like it does as much damage as you were hoping to, but it definitely does look like it does. Bonus action, anything, or
Nope.
okay. You've saved enough for now that it seems like the pain you're just working through it. Kyron, you are up.
Oh. I'm going to use my 6th level spell and cast heal on Brian.
Oh damn! So Brian, you immediately get all of your hit points because it's set up to 70, and I don't even think that you have 70 hit points.
Nope.
So you are instantly healed back up. You feel the warm, shadowy light kind of cascade over you and heal you back up to full health.
And Rook is a construct, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I can't do anything to help him at
I
all.
don't think he can be healed by any other means besides, getting. So unfortunately, he is out.
Okay. Then I am going to do nothing else because I don't have anything else that I can do.
Okay.
Because I just used my action.
Alrighty. So at the end of your turn, the 2 little yellow orbs are going to go up. This one is going to move away from using you. Yes, you may take it if you want. 16? Misses, unfortunately. This thing is quick.
This particular die, she's using the edges are so rounded that it just goes on.
I love those die. Yeah. Alright, so it is going to attempt to attack the turtle because it's aware of what it is. What is the... Let me just check to see what a
Turtle's armor class.
turtle's armor class is. It's probably pretty high.
17.
Yeah. It misses. And will waste its turn. The other one will attempt to do the same thing and run away from Brian and Asher. You may take your attack of opportunity if you would like. Chris, if you can move it, the little green flame thing over towards the turtle.
Got a 3. Never fucking mind.
Asher, do you want to try attempt or no?
To attack it?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
That's a 21.
21 hits.
Ooh, and that's 16 slashing damage.
16 slashing damage. It looks hurt, but it's still up.
Boo.
And then it is going to make attempt an attack. That hits. And with the amount of lightning damage it does, it'll go over into it, I believe. Yeah. So the creature does take an amount of damage. But you watch as the turtle dissipates and Big Boy McGee comes back into the playing field. Alright, that is the end of their turn. Gideon, you're up. You're still not taking hit, so I don't think you have to build a con save.
Yep, I sure have. I have not noticed Rook's demise just yet. My last attention was thrown this way. I'm going to do my hasted action first and flick another bolt using my spell storing item, catapult, at big guy again, so a dex save from him.
We're back! Dex save. That is a
Fuck you!
18?
Should have done it.
18. So again, as it kind of comes back up, it starts to look around, and just as it looks around, the thing flings past it.
Okay, well, I'm dropping a fireball just on the opposite side of him.
Cool beans.
So,
That is your hasted action?
but that's my regular action.
Okay. Failed, so it'll take it again.
Rook's taking that too. Sorry about it, Asher.
Or Fenris.
Yeah,
Wait, did you
Fenris is taking the. Yeah.
Oh, did you use the AoE wand?
Yeah, and
No, I used a fucking fireball.
yeah. And that
And that'll hit both of the little will-o-wisps.
and it paralyzed, he automatically fails dex saves.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, he needs to make a dex save too. Both of them do.
And that ghost.
What's the save?
15.
15? Both the will-o-wisps actually save. And the
They'll take half. And then that ghost. And the...
Spectre does not.
Oh, these are real low.
That's okay.
Oh, 14, 21, which cut in half would be 10. 21 is full damage.
21 to the big boy. Fenris takes 21 points of damage. The wisp that was hit by Astra actually dissipates. The other one is still up, and the Spectre also dissipates. Unable to maintain its form after being hit by Astra as well. That is the end of your turn?
You still have a bonus action. But I've got enough to do. So yeah, that's it.
Okay. That's it. Then each of the big boys can. Gonna completely ignore Fenris and just walk over here towards you, Asher, and in range of
Oh wait, is the big boy not a turtle anymore?
towards
No.
Asher. No?
Someone
the
send me a picture.
will-o-wisps. The will-o-wisps
I was
purposely
like-
attacked it to turn it back.
I was like, okay.
Alright, someone send me a picture, please.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
need
sorry
to
about that. I know that it's struggling. Unfortunately, the camera died on us, so he is. Let's see first. That was good at that.
Did you say breath?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bonus action. Useless. One Spectre shows up. Oh, what is it gonna do? What is it gonna do? Yeah, it recharged. Everyone make a con save for me again as the breath starts to come out and attempts to
No.
paralyze you once again.
What's
22.
What's your inspiration dice?
Now you have 7.
My inspiration dice is
Flash of genius. You have a 7.
17 still fails.
Oh, I used it anyway though.
What did you roll, Kyron?
Hold on, I'm doing math.
to D8.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my last luck. That's better. 19.
18.
Alright, Asher, what did you roll?
22.
22. You succeed. You just succeed, Brian. Kyron, you also just succeed.
Oh, I added the 20.
Yeah, you're fine. So Zinnia, you are paralyzed.
19.
That is unfortunately all it can do. However, at this point, all of the specters go. This one's going to come over towards Fenris and come against you. Gideon, 2 against Kyron. So 1 against Fenris, 2 against Zinnia. Oh, 2 against Gideon, and 2 against Kyron. I think is what I said.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So the 1 against Fenris is at advantage. Good. That's a 17 to hit. I think that hits Fenris. Alright, he takes.
Ben, you're really far away from your mic for
Yeah.
some reason.
I think that's going to dissipate him. He takes 22 points of necrotic damage.
Yep, he's gone.
Alright. Poof! He puffs out of existence, no longer paralyzed, but also no longer on this plane of existence.
All our animals are dead.
The 2 against Zinnia. At advantage. That's a 18 to hit. I promise you I'm not trying to kill you. And that's a 23.
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe you.
I definitely
24
don't believe
points
him.
of necrotic damage in the first one. 24. And the second one was not as good as a roll. Only 12 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, thank God.
And then I need you to make 2 Constitution saving throws.
That's fine. Oh, that's a nat 20. And that's a 10 total.
10 is just what you need to succeed. You are not lowered in your maximum hit points. The 2 against Gideon, I don't really count ghosts as flanking, so they're just going to be regular attacks. That's an 18, which misses if you are hasted,
Right.
and that's a 6.
Fucking right.
2 against Kyron, that's a 20 overall to hit, and then a 11. I think that misses.
No, these are at disadvantage, right?
Oh, that's right. Hold on. Yeah, again with the natural 20 on the first one. So the first one still hits.
Okay.
I rolled a 16 and a 7. You take 3 points of damage because it's necrotic, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Oh god, that was so close.
You're fine. That is the end of their turn. Next up is Brian.
Alright, I see these ghosts and target others blast. Times 3. Pew pew pew. First one. 8 and that one. And that one for the first one. Second one is in 20.
Okay.
Third one is a nat 20.
Cool.
Roll the damage.
So the second and third one hit.
Yes, so the second one, that is a 13, and the crit, and that's a 10.
Okay, so the 2 that are currently harassing Zinnia drop. They don't dissipate, but they are hit and seem to take the damage pretty consistently. That is. You do anything with your bonus action?
Bonus action, inspire Asher for a while.
Squire.
Do your thing.
Hey. So
And yes, Ashter, you are up.
cool. So I think this last picture Chris sent me is still accurate. There's still one ghost next to me, right?
Yes.
And the big man's right in front of me?
Yes.
Cool. I'm just gonna do a fucking rolling strike and try and hit the ghost and machine. Again, aiming for the weak spot I've been trying to whack on this whole time.
Alright, go for your attacks.
First one for the ghosts. That is an 18.
That'll definitely hit.
That is 10 slashing damage.
With that damage and the Eldritch Blast, that one dissipates, so the Banshee. And then against the big boy,
Big boy. That is 21.
that'll hit.
That is 10 slashing damage.
Yeah. Alright.
And yet again, I am out of bonus actions, really.
Alright, so at the end of your turn, Zinnia.
Paralyzed. Non-save.
Yeah.
It's a 17.
Just fails again. You are unfortunately still paralyzed. Kyron, you're up.
Okay, sorry, I was muted. I'm going to. The big guy's still there, right?
Yeah.
And he kind of acted like a living creature and not a construct?
You're not quite sure. You can roll a free intelligence check if you want to, and I'll let you know.
Oh, that just rolled on top of a bunch of dice. Let me roll it again because it was not a number. That's a 15.
15. You would know, based off of your general understanding of constructs, that this thing is definitely a construct, not a living creature.
Okay. So then what I wanted to do probably be into a system. Because it says creature, so it's not really.
Well, that's very dependent. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to banish it.
It can technically be banished.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'd try banishing it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be. Let me just double check.
And you need to make a charisma saving throw.
These natives playing virtually back try to harm everything. So it means until dogs at which point the target is upside. So it's natives playing so the Spanish take hopping sound from one plane. Dawn's flowing and fast player who appears in the space is left or in the nearest occupied space. Otherwise, target does not return. Yeah, it doesn't say that it can affect. It is technically just a creature, so yeah, he'll attempt to save against it. That is a 14. I don't think save.
That fails.
Yeah, so he pops out of the plane. Everything else is still there, but he's gone for a minute.
Okay, everybody protect me. I need to not concentrate on anything else other than this. Don't let anybody hit me for a minute. I say in a very voice down here. Hey, guys. Protect me, please.
Alright, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Not really knowing what the hell just happened. I think this Wisp is going to just fly up to you and attempt to attack you. Not really sure what's going on. But sees you pointing in the general direction. It's going to make an attack against you. It's only a 16 to hit though.
No.
Yeah, so it misses. That is the end of its turn. Gideon, you're up.
Okay, big guy's gone. We're just gonna go down the line. Bang, 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 bang. Fucking the crossbow bolt for each of them.
Okay.
I'm passing out like they're candy. Yeah. First one is a 14.
Hits.
Fuck yeah. That's higher than a 14.
Hits.
That's much higher than a 14. Hits. That's all that I have.
You're going
Boom, boom, boom. 9 for the first. 12 for the second. Yeah, and 12 for the third.
I don't think any of them.
This guy has. Arcane Jolt at the end. I'm giving 6. 6. Bonus action. Since I haven't cast the spell yet this turn, I'm casting. Oh, could I actually cast Arcane Weapon in my turn before my action?
You may have.
Cool. Each of these boys are getting.
One of them doesn't matter.
Okay. So 6 fire and 3 fire. So
Okay,
we
they're
total
still up,
for
but
15 and 20. No, 15 and 8.
Fire doesn't seem to do as much damage to
Oh,
them,
fuck that.
but they're not looking very good.
Wait, why would I? It's arcane. No, I was gonna pick fire. Don't move me up.
That is the end of your turn, I believe. Are you moving or just staying?
Yeah. No, that's it.
It is now all of the specters' turns.
Two that, or sorry, yeah, this one's gonna come up to you and they're gonna attack you. The rest of them are just gonna attempt to attack you, Kyron, because they see they're next in line up attacking you, so they're just gonna attempt it.
The 2 against you had advantage. Might miss. No. That's a 19 to hit. That's a natural 20. But it's already crit, so it really doesn't matter. The first one, old shitty, take 10 points of necrotic damage. I need you to make a con save for me.
That's
You succeed. The second one that hits, this one is. You take 26 points of necrotic damage.
I am. Well, no, because I'm half one.
Oh yeah, because you're relentless endurance. Or the. Yeah, that's what it's called. Roll another con save for me.
That's a nat 20.
You are fine. That is the 2 against you, and then the 3 against Kyron. You win again, so it's technically not at regular attack disadvantage. It's gonna miss. Miss. And miss. So all 3 of them miss. That is the end of their turn. Brian, you're up.
I'm going to. You know what? I'm actually going to do something different than what I usually do. I am going to. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, I'm going to give Kyron enhanced ability.
Okay.
I'm gonna reach over and give her Bear's Endurance.
Should up your con.
Had advantage on Constitution checks. Oh wait, checks.
Which concentration? That's the.
Yes, constant. Well, it's a save, isn't it? Is it a check?
Wait, checks are not the same as saving throws. Ah.
Yeah, but I don't know. Hold on. Let me look it up real quick.
No, you're right. It's a save.
Yeah, so it's a saving throw. They would also get 2d6 additional hit points, but
I don't think it's worth it. How many dudes are left?
like 5.
I wish I had Fireball.
I do, but we're all inside of it.
I'm going to shout over at Gideon, can't you just fucking Fireball? And I'm going to just start running away from them and just
Okay.
with Eldritch Blasts as I'm running away.
Okay.
Okay.
First
Two attacks
one.
opportunity.
First one's a 19. Second one is higher than a 19. Third one is also higher than a 19.
Okay, so you can hit the Will-O-Wisp, and the 2 Spectres if you want.
Yep.
You're also
Will-O-Wisp.
taking 2 opportunity attacks as you run away.
That's okay.
natural 20.
Fuck.
And 15.
Does not hit.
Okay.
Alright, first Eldritch Blast does 5. Second Eldritch Blast does 12. Third Eldritch Blast does 9.
The wisp is still there. The two that you would hit with the crossbow bolt are gone. They disappear. The will-o-wisp is still there. The one that you ran away from, the will-o-wisp misses you as it tries to spark at you. However, the specter rakes across the back of you, and you end up taking 32 points of necrotic damage from the crit. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
That's not good.
What'd you roll? What'd you roll? Okay, your maximum hit points are reduced by 32.
Fuck!
Bro, that's like half.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yup!
Alright, Asher, you're up.
Oof. Well, this seems like it's taking a turn. I'm just gonna fucking lose it and just attack the two things nearest to Brian.
Alright. Yeah, the two things that attack him, go ahead and roll.
Couldn't have even used luck, I'm out.
That's 21 to hit,
Definitely hits.
and that's 12 slashing damage,
Okay. That one
And that-
hasn't been hit yet, so
and a 27 to hit,
that hits.
which is also 12 slashing damage.
How many damage did it take from your bolt? The will-o-wisp? Oh, that's right, you didn't. So it takes 12. It is still up.
I thought it took damage from the fireball.
No, the other one did. That's why it disappeared.
Yeah, man, I'm out of shit to do. Both of them are marked.
Okay. Yeah, the wisp doesn't look like it's
Wait.
holding on.
The zombie I hit last turn, or the ghost I hit last turn, is that the one that attacked Brian?
No.
Okay.
The one that you hit last turn is gone.
Okay. I'm sorry, it's really hard to track all of these things without seeing the map.
I know.
It's hard to track them
I'm sorry.
while seeing the map.
Yeah, there's a lot, and you guys are all surrounded. Luckily, there's not too much left, so... that's the end of your turn, Xenia. Constitution save.
That's a 7.
Still paralyzed. Kyron, you're up.
I guess I'll attack the one that's in front of me or near me. I'm not sure.
The closest thing is the will-o-wisp, so go ahead and roll an
Okay.
attack.
Okay.
It's not looking too great.
Still holding concentration. That's a dirty 20.
That'll just hit.
Okay. That's oh. I almost didn't roll.
If you
both
rolled
dice.
more than a 5, it's gone.
Okay, it's gone.
So you slash through it with the holy thing.
I
Make
will roll a constitution.
wisdom save.
Whiz fuck! Damn it! Every time. I rolled a 19 plus a 9, so
Yeah,
20.
you're fine. All right, that is your turn. The wisps are done. Gideon, you're up.
I have 3 turns left on my haste. After this
Can I
one.
move away? Can I move away from where they all are? Or
Yeah,
can I get-
there's not. I think you'll get one attack of opportunity. I don't know if it was close enough or not.
It's not.
And technically, actually, it wouldn't matter. It took it against Brian, so don't worry about it.
Okay, I'll move away. Just away.
Yeah. So, all right. So you move away. That is your turn. Gideon, you're up.
Turn around. Conjure barrage. 60-foot cone with the edge being on the other side of the Zinnia.
Okay, so it doesn't hit you.
No.
Deck saves.
Yes.
Fail.
Oh. I've been telling you my thing is a 15. It's
says 16.
Okay, it wouldn't have affected him.
One of them earlier, I think, was a 15 exactly. And it still doesn't matter because it was a fight though. I didn't look at my character sheet once.
One of them succeeds.
Which one?
The one, the second. Not the Myrmidon, the one that looks like a regular creature.
Well, they're taking 3d8.
I don't know.
And it's this or half. Blah blah blah. 12.
12. The Myrmidon is gone. It's barely still up, and the one that was in your Xenia is still.
Okay.
Trying to keep track of everything has been hard, but I don't think either of those can
And catapult in a direct line towards this one. If it hits the front one, it does. If not, it'll go to the second one. So have the front one save, and if it succeeds, have the second.
Not the 20 on the save on that one, and fail on the last one. It's gonna. I can tell you right now, whatever you're catapulting into it, it's gonna.
Let me roll my 48 though.
I'll give you the satisfaction.
Oh, they're all really high.
Yeah, just puffs into non-existent. There's still one left. Anything else?
Bonus action, I'm going to change my thing from fire to thunder.
Okay,
That's
just
it.
change the thunder. All right, Vinny, that one's gonna go against you.
I'm running out of time on haste.
At advantage.
Fucking stuff.
It's an 18 to hit.
Mhm.
So you take 24 points of necrotic damage. Now you're down. I need to make a con save as you're going down.
A 13.
You succeed, but you are unconscious. That one is still up. All of you can go. What do you want to do? I mean, this thing is like on its last legs. The only thing that's left is the big guy, but he's not coming back for at least 8 more rounds.
I'm hasted. I can just more into the dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you guys just a communal thing, and then
I'm going to rush over to Zinnia
okay.
and lay on hands.
Okay, how many points?
15.
15 points back to you. You come back to consciousness.
Are you still paralyzed?
Yes. Paralysis. The paralysis thing.
Oh, but I'm going to
Yes.
kill the thing.
You're gonna what?
Kill the thing.
Oh yeah, it's gone.
I attacked 3 times.
It has an AC of 12. Alright. So, as you're concentrating on banishment, what do you guys want to do? This thing is going to come back.
My haste runs out, so I'm stunned.
Yeah, but that's... Are you
Uh,
going to surround it or are you just going to run?
I say we fucking surround it and prep to kill it.
I can't run from paralyzed.
We'll make a save.
Yeah, you make like 6 saves.
Not in a position to do anything. I'm
That's
getting
a 4. That's a 3. That's a 19.
What are we
That was
preparing for?
You come back to it about halfway through.
For the big chungus to come back from the damage.
For all intents and purposes, you guys surround it.
In the meantime, I realized Rogan's dead, and I use a spell slot to get him back up, which he will in 1 minute. So he's down for now, but he's rebuilding himself.
It will be the top of the round when it comes back, which usually its turn, but for all intents and purposes, it pops back into existence as you guys are surrounding it. Looks very
Why?
confused.
Because I didn't drop it.
No, but a minute passed. And it's
Okay.
native to this plane.
Okay.
Once the spell ends, it pops back into place where it was.
Okay.
That banishment only works permanently if it's not on this plane of existence.
It's not needed.
It's...
Okay.
I'm going to roll... Let's see, there's 5 of you. Astra's 1, and then concentric circle 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to roll. If it's a 6, I get to choose. That's a 3, so Gideon, you'll be getting an attack. And a 6, I'll say...
I am the only one who's actually hit it.
Yeah, I'll say it'll go against you as
Oh, an attack against me?
Yeah, attack against you and attack against Ashter. The one against Ashter misses, just whiffs as it goes in for an attack against you. That's a 22 damage.
Not with shield, motherfucker.
You no longer, so at 18 plus 5, yeah, so you get 23.
Yeah.
Alright, Ed, what do you guys want to do? It's got some hit points left, so you may not take care of it, but you guys are more than welcome to do whatever you want.
I'm gonna just try and beat the shit out of it.
Go for it.
Okay. First to hit, 28. Second hit, 20.
Both will hit.
That is 30 slashing damage. Right on that weak point on its leg again.
Alright. It's hefty metal, it's starting to bend, but it's still keeping itself up. It's a sturdy metal, even for as old as it looks. It has a similar glint and gleam to it as something you've seen before. But, so, that's Asher, Kyron, Brian, Gideon, Zinnia, what do you want to do?
We had a couple
Guiding
rounds of
bolts
prep,
it up,
right?
Yes.
I am
Could I-
defenseless. I'm getting the hell out of there.
Okay, so
Okay.
you run away.
I'm not guiding bolts it up, but
Okay. It can't attack you. You have to reroll these. Roll the next round.
I rolled a 13 plus a 9.
That'll hit.
Brian, you didn't even try and like Eldritch Blast it or anything?
Oh, and this is at 5th level.
Oh man, my
so
hit points are less than half at its max right now. I want nothing to do with this.
How do we know this fucker won't chase us though?
I don't know, y'all deal with it.
Alright. Kyron, what's the
That's 29 points of damage.
29 points of damage? Next attack on it has advantage. That's your action. We don't think you can do anything with your bonus action because that's a spell. You two, what are you doing?
I'm calling lightning 6th level.
Okay. That's a what save? It rolled a 20, so it takes half damage.
What's happened?
Half of 35,
Yeah.
rounded down to 17. Alright, so your attack would still have advantage on it. What are you doing? It's still up. It's taking hits, and you guys are beating the shit out of it, but it is still up.
Oh, I'm gonna move to the opposite side so I'm on the same side as everyone else.
Okay.
And fireball.
Okay. That is a 20 on its save. So,
Still taking middling. 6, 18 plus 5, 23, cut in half is
11. It does take full damage. It's not hurt by it. It's looking hurt.
You said it saved.
Yeah, it took the damage. It took half damage.
Oh.
But it's the fire's not any less or more than your impact. It is going to take. It's just going to double fist punch towards Kyron and Gideon.
Okay.
Against Kyron is a miss. Against you is also a miss. Go ahead and round of attacks again. Go ahead and do whatever you want.
Oh, hey,
That's 21, and that's a natural 20. There we
Hey,
go.
there you go.
Alright, first one is 14. Second one, which is the nat 20, is... motherfucker. It's a 2, so 4 plus 8, so that's 12.
All right.
So 26.
Let me know when a minute has passed since I revived.
If you did it, you probably did it ASAP. So technically, next round.
Oh, okay.
Kyron, Zinnia, what are you doing?
Light. 4th level.
The light.
You cast
17.
lightning before you.
No, I casted it again.
Oh,
Yeah.
I casted it 6th level.
All right. So 17. Is that save?
Yeah.
Okay, and then a save against yours, Kyron. It fails.
Okay.
It's only
Yeah, it's only a difference. Is it 20?
12.
12. And that's already half.
Yeah, that's right.
It is still gonna be- Oh, you try to blight it. It doesn't work. It is not affected by necrotic damage.
Awesome, I didn't think so.
What did I do this turn? I'm just gonna shoot it twice.
Alright, go for it.
That's 19
Hit.
and 18.
Hit. It's heavy, it's hard to hit, but you stand above it.
21
It's still up. There. It's gonna go in for a double fist punch against it'll go Gideon and Astra again. Or this time. It's just like now moving in desperation, just trying to fucking punch the shit out.
I still haven't been hit.
Against Gideon, that's a 23.
Okay, yeah, alright. I'll take it.
And then against Astra, that's a 19. You pull up your shield, which now has, like, getting to the point where it's not functioning as a shield because it's being kicked so hard in the same spot.
I'm finally taking damage.
You
What do I-
feel
what do I
a
take?
wave of necrotic energy run over you as a push. So you take a decent amount of damage. Hopefully it doesn't suck. in the roll. You take 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And 23 points of necrotic.
Ooh.
Oh,
as it
fuck.
hits.
Okay, I'm glad I haven't gotten hit until
All right. Roll your attacks. I promise you, you're probably gonna get rid of it. So I'll, yeah.
Both
Based
of
off
those hit.
fails.
35.
Yeah. With all of this, how do you, Grapes, want to finish this off?
I'm
This
gonna
thing
hit
is
it
just standing there, unable
Like I'm-
to go against the defenses.
like I'm fucking chopping a tree. I'm gonna just do 2 more whacks at that weak spot that I'm working on its leg this whole time, and finally just break its fucking leg off, and then
Okay.
everyone else can do whatever the hell they want.
Brian's
as it
just
starts
like
to
running
fall.
away, like, ah! Gideon, what are you doing? Tyron, are you doing anything? You just watching this thing crash.
Rook finally gets up
Yeah, Rook gets up.
and with at Gideon's whistle bounds towards it and just fucking explodes through him.
Yeah. All right. So as you, Astor, you hack at the leg. The leg finally breaks and gives way. This thing falls to a knee. The lightning coming from the sky sears into the center of it. You watch as this very bright orange spot kind of almost goes through it, and then you just instinctually tell Rook just like go for it, and Rook just runs straight through it, and you watch as the metal just bends in, and Rook bursts through the other side. It falls to the ground, and
Ooh, what was that?
is no longer moving. You all watch and sit there, panting, sweaty. Some of you coming off of the cusp of death. The red light rises out of the thing, the construct, and slowly begins to make its way towards that large mansion. And that's where we'll pick up next week.
Yay!
Motherfucker!
Okay, before we do that.
Sorry it went a little long. Thank you for those of you who are still with us. If there's anyone, we appreciate it. Sorry for my players, and sorry for some of the issues with the visuals and stuff. We were down a couple of things. Thank you for being here. We would love it if you could follow us. Subscribe if you have the money for it. I'm going to try and race through these. Follow us on our socials to keep up to date with what we've got going on. And follow these lovely people on their socials. They're awesome. All of them are pretty great. We've got someone who's literally studying to be a doctor, someone who is literally one of the craziest creators I have ever come to know and call a friend, and another person who is also a crazy creator who I've also come to know as a friend. And I love all of these people, so please give them all of your love and support that you can. And then these two people who come over to my house and mooch off of my internet for a while.
Yep.
Just kidding. I love the both of them. Chris is like my
Freeloaders.
best friend and I lived with him for a while, and Kimmy is literally a.
I thought I
Shining
was one of
star.
the creators who's talking about shit.
I am surrounded by amazing people. Please give them all the love and support that you can. Thank you for joining us tonight. Please continue to join us next week as we continue on this spooky adventure. I appreciate these people. I appreciate you. Tomorrow's a new day. Things will get better. Please go out and vote and make sure that you use your constitutional right to affect change and bring about change in this country.
Please, God.
We thank you for being here. We appreciate you, and we hope that you have an absolutely wonderful night and an absolutely wonderful rest of the week. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye.
Ooh.